like
So
this.
there was a Nintendo Direct Mini.
Yes, there was.
You know, everybody's
Mini.
Nintendo fans.
Mini. Like
The
this.
news is Nintendo fans, y'all.
The news.
This the Nintendo Direct Mini. What? What you type there? the Nintendo
you're drunk.
Direct Mini. No, I'm reading it.
The Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase meet your expectations.
That's regular.
Well, you put a freaking thing at the end of that.
The colon.
Oh, the
There's no
colon.
colon there.
Where-
Yes, there is.
You don't read a sentence like
Partners.
It's in-
No, yeah, that's weird.
When you
Yeah,
guys
that's
see
bad grammar. I'm sorry.
that. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. We are your hosts, Alg857.
Sticks.
Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Chop, what up?
And joining us today, fellow YouTuber and artist and video game developer,
He does everything.
Otaku.
otaku. Everything under the sun. Everything. Sarumaru.
Sarumaru!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it.
What's brother?
Welcome aboard. Welcome
coming
aboard.
through.
Good to have you.
Definitely.
We have a bunch of shots here.
Actually, let's get these shots out
Yes.
the way.
Time to drink,
right.
y'all.
I
We
thought
start
you'd
the
never
show.
ask.
We're gonna need the rest of the podcast to sober up.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I am.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, everyone out
Cheers,
there.
guys.
Cheers.
Bang, bang.
Yes. Get your drinks.
Actually, that was light. That should.
That was very smooth.
Oh, that was delicious.
That was very smooth.
Look at Jay. Jay's
That
dying
was a
over
Jack
there.
Daniels?
Very smooth.
Yeah, smooth, right? It's just
That was Jack Daniels honey? Or just
Jack.
No,
Because
that
regular
was
Jack.
that was
Man,
regular.
smooth, right?
Yeah, that was smooth.
It was not
Jack is
honey,
a
man.
dope shot. I'm
Since
telling you.
when?
I'm not even a Jack drinker, but no, it's a dope shot.
I
Except
feel,
for
He's
this guy.
dying over here. So anyway, while Styx is dying,
I feel like I got jacked.
let's talk about the games we've been playing for the week.
And we can introduce the people in the chat. If y'all want to chat.
Big Choco's there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Big Choco got you.
Monitor in the chat.
Yeah, let us know what you're playing in the chat.
But we're going to let you know
If
what we're
you-
playing.
If you just so happen
Who is going to start?
to see.
I'll start.
I will.
Oh, Turbo 857 started.
Sorry, I got faster. I got faster.
Oh,
But I'll be quick. I only got like a couple games.
We need buttons to hit.
That's what she said.
Hey! Blocka, blocka.
I'm in my 40s now. I mean, I'm faster.
Oh my God!
Hey,
All right.
I have nothing to say.
All right. What I'm playing, Origami. We beat that. It's down. It's done. It's gonna be on the channel soon.
Man, he didn't
Paper
even,
Mario?
Yo, he didn't even say that he was playing it with me.
You know
he
that
just said,
thing-
"I'm playing
It's done.
Origami. It's finished, dude. Come on,
23rd down. You guys are gonna see it soon. Yeah.
You know they're
It's a
going to
co-op.
think it's Paper Mario, so you better explain to them what this actually is.
That's true.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
true.
Origami. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What's this origami time?
yeah.
Shadow Edition ninja game. It's like it's reminiscent of Tenchu.
Tenchu.
You know, you
There you
control the shadows. It's really cool. I like the ninja skills in that. You know, be
A
able
lot
to
of stealth.
send people to another dimension, get that dragon to call forth from the shadows. It's crazy. It's crazy. Throw a ninja star at someone's head, see him do a backflip.
Yep.
That's
that-
like the worst description I've
It
ever
is.
heard of a game. in my
No,
life.
and ninja star hits their head and they like fall backwards. It's crazy.
Though that is pretty funny when you throw a ninja star at someone. They do fold. They
Yeah.
fold backwards. I don't know why, but it's fucking amazing.
No,
There
it's-
hasn't been a really good stealth, 3D stealth. ninja
It's
game.
awesome. It's been a
Especially a
while.
co-op game. The whole entire campaign's co-op. So,
Online.
you know, it's like online, but you know, you gotta give credit
Right.
for at least attempting online. So it was a great game.
Right.
Other than that, let's see. Circle of the Moon 2.
Oh, yeah.
Bloodstained.
That's an awesome game.
Great game.
Also
great
playing
game.
with.
But I'm nervous though.
Yes.
I'm nervous. A lot of people talking about the other episodes are a lot more difficult. So
It's rough.
Yeah, so definitely gonna be
Also
prepared for that.
playing out the 23rd Stallion. In case you guys didn't know, we already got part 1 on the freaking channel anyway. So you know the game's awesome. Gotta check that out. Gotta check it out. And what else? Battlefront 2. I'm still addicted to that. I don't know why.
Wow.
Too.
I'm still
playing that.
What is that?
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh,
it's like-
okay. I'm like,
Because I got it for free. You know, I was able to download that for free. And
How?
it just because it was.
Oh,
like,
no, Battlefront. Okay. not
Yeah,
Battlefront.
yeah. Battlefront 2. It's
Start
crazy.
to a Fallen Order.
yeah,
Like, wait,
no,
you got
no.
that for free? What you talking about?
No,
I care about the other.
No. I beat that
Fine,
a while ago, but it was just not. I had to go from one Star Wars game into another one, and that game is You know, Metroid Prime, man, it shows you how you can do a first person to third person switch back and forth and stuff like that. You don't have to keep it first person exclusive.
But is it like what game was that on Xbox 360 way back where you switch from first person to third person and the third person was so like it was horrible. It looks like stick legs and like
legs are
doesn't.
just
Was that was that
Oblivion?
Oblivion? Yes, Oblivion. Yeah, Oblivion. That's what it was. Yes.
No, and
Elder Scrolls.
Skyrim does a lot better with the first person to third person transition than
Yeah.
Oblivion did. You
Yeah.
know, but
That was
it's
bad.
seamless for Battlefront, because if they don't just you're not just going from first person. You know, you don't have a gun, you go first to second, first person to third person. You can switch it; it's seamless. But you're in a ships also. There's ship battles, and you go from first person to that to third person.
Is there any
It's
co-op in that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the arcade mode's co-op.
Couch co-op or online?
Couch split screen.
Oh.
Yeah, they have modes for that also. Yeah. And it's-
Intriguing. This is.
Yeah. So you could just you get enough points, you get Anakin. I get like Obi-Wan. It's crazy. Like, you know, when you get the you get characters you recognize, it's just like it's
That
crazy.
sounds
But
pretty
you can still get hurt though. Don't
Really?
act like you can't get blown up from a freaking grenade. Nah, I did like Emperor. You know, I was like the Emperor, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna shock everyone. I'm gonna go in there.
Does Anakin have bad lines in it?
Yeah, he does have a bad
No, he
script.
told. Yeah, no, he does. They got that
He
line.
still has the bad dialogue.
I don't like the sand. It's like the sand.
Oh, he
it's
has
coarse. That's in there. Yeah, no, they
Oh
got the
my
lines in there.
god, that bad line's in there.
Yeah, you can customize like victory poses and stuff like that. It's a different voice actor, but he sounds just like him. You know, he's doing the lines and stuff. So it's like it's not
He's
for
doing
Star Wars
lines.
fans.
What kind of game is this?
For a Star Wars fan,
Dark side.
it's an awesome
The
game,
dark side.
and I've been addicted to that. Yeah, it's like it's just even playing the freaking campaign is awesome because you see like Lando Calrissian. It shows you some story that happened after Return of the Jedi.
And this
So-
for what system was this?
I think it was for Xbox One also and PlayStation.
No, what do you
4.
have it for?
I have a PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wanna
So those
look
are
into
games.
that. All right.
Those games
Wow.
pretty good. But I'm playing Shenmue 3 soon though. It's happening.
Okay.
All right.
Can I go next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Oh, he cut you.
Yeah. Screw you out.
Screw you out.
I'm going counterclockwise this time.
Oh, okay.
He snipped him.
All right.
Anyways, playing Gears 5.
Oh, you're back to the Gears.
Yeah, they released new content. Dom Santiago was back in the game.
Yes.
He's only usable for versus mode though. Damn. It's cool. It's cool. Can't use him for
That's a
horde
good. That's a
mode.
good little.
Not
touch.
yet though. Maybe not yet. We'll see.
They gotta bring him back.
Yeah, I
Spoiler
like
alert.
the update that they did. They made it easier to collect skins and stuff for your weapons, for your characters. It's much better. They streamlined everything.
Okay.
Call of Duty, still screaming at the screen.
No change there.
And I finally went back to Dragon Ball after 2 weeks. I played
2
some-
weeks.
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Oh no, it didn't.
No.
I played some casual matches. I went 8-0.
You know what? Sometimes you just need a break. Actually, sometimes you just need a break from it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably what it is.
Oh, you just got to go on right after school and the little kids get on.
You know what?
The
That
little
helps.
kids are the most dangerous.
That helps.
Yeah.
It definitely does help.
The little kids are the
They'll
most
probably be the
dangerous
most
because
dangerous,
they
though.
have the
They're no-
most time.
They're on
There's
all
no
day.
school.
Yeah, yeah, but what else was I playing? Oh, and I just threw Power Stone 2 for Dreamcast on.
Yeah.
Like a half an hour
Nice.
before this podcast started.
Yeah.
So my Dreamcast still works.
And I'm mad that you didn't bring that shit over.
We'll get that popping.
We have the Dreamcast
No, we'll get
right
popping.
there,
Yeah, we'll
man.
get it. We'll get that going
I
next
have
week.
power. I have Power Stone too.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a bunch.
Lack of communication, guys.
Well, we don't have our Dreamcast games out. I have to find
Yeah,
it.
I have my. Yeah, I'll bring my.
Get
my
that
stuff
overlay
over.
for Power Stone too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah,
get
we're
that
gonna make
going.
that happen.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
yes.
wiped out in that
Such
game.
a fun game.
Yeah, it's
We're
very
gonna
fun.
get a 4-player. Power
When did we
Stone
play
2.
that? What was that like?
Years ago.
25 years
I'm
ago.
about to say, was it like was it like 20 something?
Had to be 20 years ago.
2001
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
When did it come out? Like 2000, 2001?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That was a long time.
Wow.
But,
That wasn't like 4 years ago.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
To be honest, I feel like everything was 4 years ago. I always say that. Was it like 4 years ago?
yeah, 2020's been a long year.
Seriously.
But yeah, that's all I'm playing.
Some games don't age well, man. Let me go real quich.
With your
Run it
eight,
through.
your 8
My
games.
80 games that I've.
He plays like 8 games at
No,
once.
but
I don't understand
I
it.
know I play a lot of games. I'm busy, man. I don't play it like for hours on end. But FX Unit Yuki.
Yeah.
Awesome game, man.
You might know some about that.
Yeah,
game.
I
yeah.
heard that game's crap. I heard the guys who made that suck. I'm just kidding.
I only played a few stages. Just to get.
Did it kick your ass?
Oh, you guys asked for it.
Oh, it definitely
Hell yeah, you
did.
got his
It
ass.
definitely did. Yeah.
Oh, since that's the only game I played this week, I'm gonna jump in.
Okay. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I also played it. I originally played the demo, but it was a long time ago. Now I played this one,
Yeah.
full game.
Yeah.
Well, you guys tell them, did it kick my ass?
You got your ass whooped.
Yes.
You got your ass
Yes.
whooped.
All right, so listen, this is the thing. This is the thing. I had to get used to it
Yeah.
because, first of all, I haven't touched the Dreamcast controller in a long time.
Excuse number one.
But the only time I did horrible was when I skipped the part when it was telling me what to do in the beginning by hitting the button, the wrong button.
And I was watching that part.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
great.
I breezed through that, and I'm like, why the hell can't he figure it out?
He's like, oh shit, I skipped the tutorial part. What do I do?
Well, there were blocks there, and I
We're
said,
like,
I don't know what to
your
do past
weapon.
here.
Charge it. Just fucking
It didn't-
charge the weapon.
It didn't help that you were
Tells me.
recording the whole thing. So
Well, it did
I
help
didn't
because
wanna-
that's a funny
no.
moment. So we will have it on the channel
Yeah.
because I did play the parts. I played the first 3 stages, and I got up to the bat, basically,
Yeah.
on the Castlevania stage.
Batman.
Looking
And then
forward to it.
I literally forgot what to do on there, and I should have been able to beat him a lot easier, so I didn't beat him. And that was the end of my game for that moment.
Oh no.
But I did play after recording stopped, and I did get past them pretty easy because I remembered I can charge again,
No, there's no footage of that. So
and there is no
there's
footage
no
because I'm
footage
gonna have to
that
play
did
it and
the
record it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
But we'll talk more about that actual game because we got the whole podcast with you, so we don't have to talk about it right now. We'll get back to it.
Definitely. Gonna go to the co-op games that we've been playing.
Yeah,
and,
co-op.
Gonna go run through that list so everybody can chime in.
Oh yeah.
Unruly Heroes.
Oh, that's right. You did
What
play
a
that.
game! What a game!
That looks great, by the way.
game.
That's a great looking
That's
game.
awesome.
Very fun.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
was
a
dope.
mixture of. It reminds me of Rayman.
Big Rayman, yeah.
Legends. Very similar to that.
A little Astral too, to me.
A little Astral.
A
yeah.
little, just a
Yeah.
little sprinkle of Astral in there.
Well, that's because the art is
Yeah.
it's wisdom cool. So
Like
Yeah.
the stages kind of remind me of it.
Very similar in art
another great
style.
game.
And, what's that?
it's another great game.
A stall. I love a
Astral,
stall. It's great.
so
Yeah.
that soundtrack in Astral is so crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy soundtrack.
But that was surprising. It was real good. Though.
Yeah, very great game.
Another game we've played recently was Tools Up.
Tools Up, another good one.
Yeah, too. I forgot.
If you know what, if you're familiar with games like Overcooked, it's in that vein. But you're carpenters, and really interesting game. I thought it was going to be like a direct ripoff of
Not even
Overcooked.
close.
It is nothing like Overcooked.
We
at
didn't know
all.
how to play at all.
But it's still fun. It's still its own thing. Once you figure it out, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, really cool, man.
Yeah,
Interesting.
you can't
game.
play it like the other ones.
No, you
You have
cannot.
to learn it its own
They
way.
get that.
Completely
They grasp that communication
Oh,
with your co-op partners very very well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Overcooked, you have to talk. It's like if you don't talk and you just do whatever
Yeah.
the hell you want to do, it's just not gonna work.
Especially with 4 players.
Yeah, you have to talk. And I love that. I love that. And
Yeah.
we started doing that in other games now. We're doing
Yeah.
that in like Unruly Heroes where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
communicating. And we
Yeah.
never did that in games like that before. So I'm like, it's like, oh shit, we gotta actually talk to each other rather than just
can't.
do our own thing.
Well, now you can't leave everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
You got
Yeah.
to wait and be
'Cause
patient.
some characters are slower than others with jumping, and some glide in Unruly Heroes. So you gotta talk more. But it's both are fucking awesome.
And then the other game is 99 Vidas,
Oh.
Ooh, I have
which the video will be up soon.
I have mixed feelings about 99.
The
feet.
video will be up soon. That is a very tough.
I was trying to shut that out of my
Tough
mind.
I mean, we could have dealt with it, but it was a little cheap.
There's two
You know
things.
what I
Two
mean?
things need to change in that.
Yeah.
There's two
Oh
things.
no.
Yeah, definitely. You ever mess with 99 Vidas?
You guys dropped out for a second.
What's that?
You guys dropped out for a second.
Oh, did we?
Oh, okay.
Or I dropped out. I don't know. Someone dropped out. I couldn't hear you guys.
Okay.
Oh, we're good now.
99 Vitas.
Oh no.
Oh, you got 99 Vidas?
Oh, you got it.
I got this one.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Wow.
okay. All
The
right.
strictly limited
That's a
Nice.
huge box. What
damn.
system?
That's awesome.
Switch.
That's what it switched. That big box.
Nice.
Oof.
Yeah, that was a tough game.
Did you give that any run, Sarumaru?
Yeah, I haven't beaten it yet, but
It's a rough one.
Wait until
Eventually.
you get there.
That
we-
difficulty gets vicious.
We made it all the way to the last boss.
You may share our feelings once you get to the last.
Yeah.
That last boss was
Oh
wow.
my god, I want to talk to the
Wow.
developers of that. Like, yo,
But you know
what's
what?
going on? with
I
that?
don't. Is there any footage of that online?
I didn't look.
I doubt it.
Anybody?
I doubt it.
That was tough, man. That was tough.
There was multiple breakdowns amongst all of us.
Oh my goodness, that was tough. That was a
Remember,
journey.
I even wanted like one more go, and I'm like, nah, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, guys.
I don't
It's
know
over.
if it's gonna happen. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
You gotta know when it's over.
I
It's
wasn't
over.
intrigued by that.
No, it's over. It's
I
over.
saw. I was like,
man.
I'm
It's
not
done.
very intrigued by
You gotta
that.
get 4 people
It's
to
painful.
say, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And that's the hard
Once
part.
we lost, Chuck was like, nah, stop. I said, all right,
Yeah.
it's over. Nah,
And I was like, let's try it
we were
again.
playing-
Oh, you died in seconds.
Yeah. And I was just like, nah.
Mentally, I'm out.
yeah,
I'm out.
it's done. Can't do it.
I'm out.
Can't do it.
It's rare when you get it when you have a game where you get 5 lives and you have to use them all to beat a stage. Rare.
It's so tough, dude. So tough.
And that's normal difficulty.
Yeah.
That was
That was
normal, dude.
normal
That was
difficulty, dude.
normal.
Yeah. Now, what
was
sucks is you
normal.
get up to the boss and it's not a new level.
Yeah.
So they expect you to do the entire level, a boss, and then a boss.
Yeah.
After it said stage clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got me. I'm like, man, listen, I'm gonna start.
Oh, really? Like that's not cool.
Yeah, I'm
No,
gonna
not
send
at
them.
all.
I'm gonna send them a letter, a handwritten letter.
That'll kill your dreams.
Yeah.
It broke us all down. We said,
Oh, dude.
all right, well, this is done.
Thank you guys for watching. The other games are single player. Redeemer I played a little bit. I didn't play that much, but on the PS4, awesome game though. Then for the Switch, I played Superliminal. Some more of that game. Awesome.
Oh
game.
yeah, that's
That
right.
is a trippy puzzle, 3D first-person perspective puzzle game.
Like Portal, kind of.
It's very similar to Portal, but it's
That's chalk game.
I got stuck on one part and I was just like, wow. But then you can figure it out though.
Yeah.
And then when you do figure it out, you're just like, what? How in
Dumbass.
the hell?
You feel dumb.
No, but I have like gratitude that there's developers out there that are that brilliant to make something like the level design is insane. It's really good for people that like puzzle games. Like awesome stuff, man.
Donnie likes the Redeemer. Just skimmed over that.
What? What's that?
He said he likes Redeemer.
Redeemer was good. I just haven't played it that much to talk.
Shout out to the chat. There's a lot
But it's
of
an
people
awesome
in here.
game.
Shout out to the chat. What's good?
Lot of
good,
people in
chat.
here.
What y'all drinking?
Yeah, what are
What
you
y'all
drinking?
playing?
Appreciate you guys coming by.
I gave Tetris 99 a little break. This has been 2.5 weeks now.
Oh,
You
So
okay?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
been a little
right.
bit of a
Have a
break,
withdrawal?
but I'm filling the void with Tetris Party for the DS.
still
Oh, still
Tetris.
Tetris, still Tetris. All right, good.
Yeah.
So you just haven't
It's
quit
filling the
Tetris.
void. It's filling the
That's
void.
like I
That's
stopped
second
smoking,
Tetris.
but
Yeah.
I'm just vaping. I'm just.
Now Tetris Party is good. Tetris Party is a good training. They have this mode that I've been doing. I forgot what the heck it's called, but it's a mode that's helping me train, get like
It's
better.
more like the puzzle modes, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's similar to that, like the arcade Tetris game. But that's it.
Hente
it?
columns.
That's it, man.
They play Hente columns.
All right, I'll go. I only got 2. It's the same 2 for the past couple of weeks. Hopefully next week it's different.
Hopefully.
Nah.
He said no. You don't think I'll finish?
No.
That's messed up, man. Damn. Last of Us 2, which is incredible. Incredible game.
The
Love
chat's
it.
going crazy right
Oh
now.
no! Yeah, no. Last of Us 2 is so dope. I'll continue to say it's so dope. Love the voice acting. Love the action. The graphic nature of the game is I just can't stop talking about how graphic.
If you're demented.
Yeah, and you know,
make you
and you know what the
demented.
messed up thing is? Like I don't know if it says something about myself, and it's the same thing that I was having had happen in Red Dead 2. Like when you do some fucked up shit to somebody, it's like. At first, you're like shocked from like, oh my god, half this dude's head is missing, but you're like, yeah, motherfucker, your head is missing. You know, it's like it's like, is there something wrong with me? Because
No,
like,
you're
it
just
clicks-
desensitized. That's
It clicks that it's not real. That's all. That's all.
I
At
hope
first,
so. I
No,
hope
it's-
so.
It's training you to be a serial killer. There's nothing wrong with that. You're desensitized to
No,
violence.
I don't know. I don't know if you had the same thing. Like, look, when you're in a crazy gunfight and you're like, you know, you can't sit in one spot and just pick off everybody. You have to keep moving.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if like, you know, when you do something like mad ill, like you throw this little distraction here, you throw a bomb on this guy, you pop over here, pop off
Oh,
a
it
head.
does a good job
And you're
making you
like,
feel like a badass.
it's like a bloodthirsty, like Rambo type feel. Like, yeah, I got all you bitches in like 2 seconds. You know, it's just like,
well, the fact that you know when you clear the room, when she says like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
all, it's cool now," whatever. Then you're
Yeah.
like, I murdered.
Yeah, you're like, damn right, the fucking room is clear.
I know.
And you know what? I'll tell you what's worse. I don't know. I doubt that you did this, but I stare at every body that I kill.
I did a few times.
You did? Oh, you did too? Like, you stare at, like, you look at your work, you're like, yeah, half your head's missing because you fucked with me.
Wow.
Fuck, it's like the sickest thing ever. It's
I
so
was like,
weird.
yeah,
Start naming.
Sarumaru was like, "What did I say?"
You look at the body, you start naming names of people that bullied you in high school. Like, fuck you, Chip. I hate you.
This is why I don't stream it. This is exactly why I don't stream it. People will click that shit off like, there's something wrong with this guy. Why is he in front of the camera screaming at a henchman?
No, but you never seen a bullet do that much damage.
No,
to
it's
something.
really
So you look at
and
it.
the sound effects with everything. It's just
Wow.
like, oh my god, it gets you in that mode, man.
You're
It really
still shocked.
does.
You're still always shocked.
Someone in
It's
the
always
chat
shot.
said,
Right.
"You guys are still talking about the game, right?"
We're talking about.
That's what he did last week. And,
We're talking about this weekend.
Of course, this is the game.
He said he wasn't streaming.
That'll be my bailout. I wasn't streaming. I
The
wasn't.
only stream was blood.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
All right.
The only stream.
Oh, you guys hear that? The police are knocking on our door.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Really? Y'all called the FBI?
No, it's
The SWAT? No, we've been swatted. That's what
it's so good. It's such a fun game. I think I'm creeping up on halfway. I think
You are probably about 45%.
around there. Okay, so just about
Maybe
halfway.
40.
Damn, look at him with these percentages. It's
Yeah.
Borderline said
Yeah.
Stallion, aka Scarface.
If you hear his stories, yeah. Yeah.
It's so messed up. When I play these freaking open world games, I sound like a serial killer. The Red Dead shit. I'm like, oh, I killed
Because
two innocent people by
You are.
accident. It's
'Cause
like,
you are.
anyway.
By accident.
Yeah. Other than that, obviously, grinding in Smash Brothers Ultimate. Yeah, out of the 7 characters I pick, I got 6 of them into the 6 mills. Had a pretty good night the other night with Byleth. And the cool thing is about playing online, and I always find very funny, is like you always, no matter what game it is, you always have your people who, you know, like to exploit, like to use the cheapest shit possible, that sit on hours and hours and hours a
Yep.
day playing this game.
Yep.
And I don't do that. I don't play it hours and hours every day. I get it, you know, a couple of days a week, you know, get maybe a nice hour or whatever. But beating them and breaking them down mentally is the most satisfying thing. You'll see seeing somebody quit.
Yeah.
Like, they'll whoop my ass at the beginning. I was facing this Mario the other day. He was whooping my ass early, but I'm like, all right, I'll get angry sometimes and then I'll fall apart. But I'm like, let me just keep my cool and just try to frustrate him. Frustrated the shit out of him. Killed him once, and he broke down. Like,
That's so satisfying.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, you're breaking down. And I
Some
get
of them are
straight-
like bitches. That happens
no, they're
sometimes.
bitches. They're straight up bitches.
I'll have like a 0, right? They'll have 100% on me. And then I just come back.
Yeah.
Kill them once, and they just lose it.
I love it. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I love about Smash Bros. Like, it's never over. I never jumped. I never rage quit. I never jump off the stage when I'm getting mauled.
Yep.
I love it when someone rage quits. It's like, oh, you just know there's nothing you could do
and
anymore.
we played that recently. We went on.
Oh yeah, we went on a streak. I can link went on
Yeah.
a ridiculous streak. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's always satisfying. But
Yes.
hopefully I can get one of these characters to the elite level. That'd be awesome. But that's soon.
In due time, like next week.
Next week, chill. That's a little too soon.
yeah,
a
well,
little too soon. A
geez.
little too soon. a little
Wishful
too soon.
thinking.
Yeah, right. But what are you playing, Mr. Sarumaru?
Pretty much just retro stuff. Mainly because I've been streaming the Polymega a lot. Yesterday I did a Super Game Boy stream
Oh, nice.
where I just played a bunch of old Game Boy games on the stream. Played a lot of PSP. Pretty much my only game time comes whenever I stream. That's pretty much all the time I have for games.
Shit.
But I do also stream like 4 times a week. So
Oh, wow.
There you go.
I do get in some game time. It's just mostly online and mostly retro.
Okay.
I have a bunch of new games that are all in my backlog, but
Right.
a bunch of stuff that's sealed or stuff that I haven't touched or stuff that I barely like chipped into
Anything?
that eventually I'll get to play at some point.
Anything stood out recently, like yesterday, in the Game Boy, Super Game Boy?
Like stuff that we played. I played. I think Real Bout Special was what we played the most on stream on the Game Boy, and I had no idea Iori was in that game. Like I knew Geese was like the secret like
Yeah.
boss character. If you don't die, you get to Geese.
Mhm.
But apparently, you beat Geese and you wait after the credits, you get to fight Iori also.
Whoa,
I was like, didn't even know he was in the game.
that's awesome.
Do those play like the
one of my favorite
Neo
things.
Geo Pocket ones, or?
They play pretty good. Aside from the fact that you don't have like that clicky joystick that you get on the Neo Geo that makes the Neo Geo Pocket feel so good.
Yeah.
But it plays. It's pretty responsive
Okay.
for being on Game Boy. It's not bad.
You didn't play any Gargoyles Quest though.
Gargoyles Quest.
I don't have it.
Oh.
That's my Game Boy
Otherwise
game.
I would. Maybe I need to look for it.
The Super Game Boy was great. How many colors
4.
was that? It's just 4, right?
Yeah, it's 4, but like if the games are like Super Game Boy enhanced,
Yeah.
like they look better because they pick specific palettes for stuff. So like with fighting games that are Game Boy Color compatible, you'll see the life bars will actually be like yellow and red, like they would in normal fighting games, just not like any random colors.
Right.
Yeah.
But for the most part, still 4.
4 colors.
I think the coolest thing is that Turbo said 4 colors and he put up 5 fingers.
I didn't even notice.
How many
that.
colors?
And I want when whoever edits this podcast, I want you to like zoom in on his hand. He put up 5.
No.
Oh, you mean 4
I
colors?
was thinking it was 5, but then Sticks was like 4 colors, and I'm like,
dude.
all right,
Wow.
it's 4
I
colors,
caught
right?
that shit, man. Quick.
No.
I'm like, damn, really?
I knew it was between 4 and 5. It had to be one or the other.
Wow.
It was between 4 and 5. It was like it might be 4.5.
I can't.
It might be
Nope.
4.5.
colors.
Can't
Four
count.
colors.
You just
might
can't. You
be.
can't count. Just let it go.
Yeah, the explanation.
I can't read. You can't
5
count.
times.
You
5 times.
can't read, you can't count. We're all a mess.
Well,
It's a hot disaster.
that
Put us all
being
together, we're actually one whole person.
All
I
right.
think it's time for.
What is it time for?
I don't know. Somebody tell me.
It's time for a shot.
Oh shit.
Who wants to do 2 in 1
boy.
podcast?
I was gonna say the news, but all right, we can do
We're doing another shot.
a shot.
I got
Oh, we doing that
some-
shot?
I'll
Yeah,
pour
yeah.
I'll pour him.
the
Give me the
crack
glasses.
open.
I'll pour him.
Yeah.
All right, you get there.
All right. There you go, man.
All right. You hear that, chat?
We're doing a, yeah.
Doing shots.
We're doing a shot.
Can I
Everybody
tequila
out
this
there.
time?
Everybody in chat, get your shot.
Our guest said it, so we gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
We're getting a shot, man.
Sarah says do a shot. We gotta do it.
right before
Seriously.
the news.
The news.
Now I got an excuse when I mess this up.
Yeah. Well, did you queue it up at least?
I have it.
You have it. Okay. Good.
But you know,
Yes,
internet
please.
doesn't load. There's always something. that's when I'm paused.
It
When
seems
I'm
like
waiting for it to load up. and go
Sarumaru is a real drinker. A lot of our guests do drink. They're casual drinkers. They drink a little something, something. But Sarumaru is the real deal.
Yeah, man, that's good.
The real deal.
I usually only drink on Saturday during the Saturday show because people donate and I'll drink. But another excuse to drink is always good with me. So when I heard you guys were drinking, I was like, all right, we are going to drink. I got my shot ready.
It's like,
You
My
guys
kind of guest.
exactly.
Awesome, man. It's always welcome, dude.
just gonna sniff it. Just a little bit.
Awesome.
Gotta make sure it's legit.
Awesome.
Oh snap!
Also, our last week's guest was good on the drinking too, man. Laurent.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a drink. Yeah.
He was a good of a
I
drinker
keep
too.
forgetting names. And
Yeah,
Lucy was
Lucy.
hilarious.
Shit.
Have
Well,
we
her
known
name's
it now?
Lucy. You know, he's just gotta drink. Gotta drink. Yeah, Lucy.
What?
Like a Lucy. You know?
What?
Come on.
Stop it.
We're talking about. We'll talk about the chat right now.
Wow.
Come on.
What up, overthink?
Yo, overthink.
Jason
Good.
shot. We gotta get that freaking Street Fighter Alpha. He's gotta get his ass
Oh
whipped.
shit! I forgot about that.
He's long overdue for an ass whipping.
Dude, wow.
I forgot about that.
Yo, what happened with that? That fell apart.
Jesus.
We have to get the game.
We have the game. I own it.
Yeah, but we couldn't have people over. That's the thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
And then we
Yes,
whip his
please.
ass to Smash Brothers after that.
all
Then I
right.
beat you down in Dragon
Sticks,
Ball.
you're here.
Yo,
Oh, he plays.
pass that
Yeah,
to Kev.
Jason plays
So
Dragon
wait,
Ball.
Turbo,
Yeah,
you have the
No,
game?
Jason doesn't play.
I have the game. Yeah, I got
Al,
the
you're
the
Pass that to
anniversary edition.
Shit.
All right.
All right.
I'm all up in this.
Everyone in the chat's
Everyone-
like these damn
All right,
alcoholics.
people in chat are waiting too. They're gonna drink with us.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, sweet, man.
Hey, cheers, everybody in the
Cheers.
chat.
Everybody in the chat,
Cheers.
cheers.
Bang, bang, bang.
Cheers.
Cheers to
That's right.
everyone in chat too.
Hell yeah.
We made it. We made it.
We made it where? What are you talking
Dude,
about?
that's so smooth, man.
That's smoother than before.
Why is that smoother than before?
That's dangerous.
Yo,
not
that's
smooth
tequila.
What was that?
I feel like I could just drink the bottle.
If you want, you can keep it.
Nah, chill.
Just get a
I'll do
straw.
We want him to make it home tonight. Want him to make it home.
I'm already home. What you talking about?
Yeah, right.
That was more than last
Me
time.
too.
I know.
Yo, Overthink said I thought y'all were dodging me in Street Fighter Alpha.
See?
Oh no.
We gotta set
Level
this up.
857 ducks.
We gotta set this
nobody.
up.
Nah, man, no, it's gonna happen.
It's priority. We gotta set
Dude,
this up.
I made the overlay like how long ago? How long ago was
No,
that?
we got that.
They're
overlay.
allowing us to see each other again. Now we have the game.
Yeah.
The challenge is on.
Wait,
Yeah.
y'all trying to do Street Fighter Alpha 2, Alpha 3? What y'all gonna play?
I don't care.
I will play.
Oh.
all
I like
the-
3, but it doesn't matter which one.
I don't.
Doesn't
care.
matter.
They all got an air block.
Doesn't matter.
Listen, we're gonna do
I'm ready
a
for
match
a fight.
in every game.
I'm ready for a
on the
fight.
collection.
You know what?
I'm the only
Before we
Street
move
Fighter
on, before we
non-player.
move on to the news, I think that we need to like start challenging our guests into their preferred games.
That's true.
Oh shit.
No, you're right. Yeah.
That's like
I'm
a
with
good
it.
idea, man.
But
Yeah.
listen, Street Fighter's the first one.
Yeah,
I'm
Street
with you.
Fighter is definitely first one.
Yep.
Not Street Fighter 1 where the
Street Fighter 1?
Not
Oh hell no!
not
Fighting Street now.
when Ryu looks like Sam Kinison in the box art. You see it? He does. You see him doing that jump kick? He looks like Sam Kinison.
R.I.P.
I think Sarumaru is gonna get
about to pop
Yo,
out
he got it
Fighting
right
Street.
there. Yes.
That's
The arcade art,
Yes.
not that art.
That's the
arcade.
Asian reading.
When he's doing the jump kick on the top.
Sarumaru, your collection's so organized. You just popped that out in like 5 seconds.
It's alphabetical, man.
Seriously. It's alphabetical,
It
man.
is.
But I would have been looking for Street.
Respect.
No, it looks like a gaming store behind him, right?
Yeah, for real.
It really does. Looks like a gaming store with the shelves and
And I
shit.
just need like my prices.
Yeah, you gotta get them tags, man. You gotta get the price tags popping.
For real. It's got a lot of stuff in plastic.
What's the yellow box behind you? It looks like. What's
that say?
That
Poly.
Yeah.
that is a PC Engine karaoke unit.
Oh,
That's why I never saw it.
I never knew it
Never
existed.
you know.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's actually my only rare piece of hardware. It's an uncommon piece of hardware for the PC Engine.
Is that Japanese only? Out of curiosity. It is, right? Okay. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Australian only.
It's like it's Australian.
It stands out though. It's a good piece thing.
yo, let's get this news popping. Before
It's
we
like
get-
news.
yo,
news,
everyone in
news.
the chat,
We're
y'all
already
ready for the
derailed.
news?
man.
we derailed for like 2
I know.
minutes.
I know. It's that shot, yo. It's that shot.
Which one, first or second?
All right. Oh, that's not in order. Hold on.
Xbox future.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'll help you out, Skit.
Listen, I
You
don't
call him
need
Skit?
I call him Skits.
What the fuck?
What up, Skits?
All right, you're cut off, bro.
half the chat calls me Skits. It sticks, y'all.
Who? Skits?
Actually, Saru called me Skits the other day.
Oh, yeah.
We used to do skits though, man. We used to do.
Shut up!
On with the news, okay?
Yo, I can't with y'all.
I can't.
This is all off the head, y'all. I'm done. Xbox Live Gold 12-month subscription removed in Xbox One X and their digital edition, which is not anything, discontinued.
Wow.
So, they didn't say exactly why the 12-month subscription was removed. A lot of people have been, throwing up what they think. It's probably because they're spilling beer.
What
out.
the, ignore me, man. Just
No.
ignore me.
What the fuck was that?
But so I think they're gonna have different tiers of what they're gonna offer as far as like Game Pass, and they said xCloud is gonna be involved with it under one price tier, and probably there were people saying Live is gonna be free or a certain part of it is gonna be free to play online, and that's not. That's not going to happen. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be part of this new monthly tier of, I would say, no more than $15, I would hope, or less. Because if it's more than that, I don't know if I would be able to do
I don't know.
it. So 15 seems about right because you do save money. If they have their first party titles in there and you have all that and you have cloud gaming, I can say, all right, that sounds like kind of fair at least. But I won't be buying those $60 games that year.
Right.
$60.
But at least not from Microsoft.
Game Pass.
But it's not like they're gonna have more than 2 anyway.
Shut.
But
No
if they have to,
You can't get through Microsoft News without taking a shot at them.
You have to though. It's
No, you don't.
It's
It's
the
too
law.
easy.
It's the law.
You don't know. No. Just give us the news. Stop with your biased opinion. You Sony cronies.
This is the discussion. This is
I'm
the
just going
discussion.
by history. All right, if they change that, that's great. I'd like to see more games from Microsoft.
There
But
will be.
usually they're
Tune in
like,
tomorrow.
what was it? It was Ori. What came out this year? It was Ori and
Ori.
what?
Gears.
Ori.
5.
Come
Was
on,
that-
let
that
me-
was-
5 came out.
Yo,
That
put,
was like,
put your
damn.
hand. Count on your hands. How many? Your fingers. How many?
I hate you.
So like I said,
I
2.
don't know.
That's $120.
Four.
So
yes, there you go. Bring it back. 4. Throw up the 5. Throw up
Forza Horizon, Forza Gears, Halo. Yeah.
Forza
That's
Gears.
4.
The Forza Gears merger. It's one game now.
They actually have Halo characters as skins in Gears 5.
okay, okay,
It's not bad.
that didn't come out. So
Damn.
if they come out with that type of tier, I think that would be valuable, and that's probably why they only have the 3 months and the 1 month available. So they didn't get rid of live though, so we'll see what happens. As far as
Didn't it used to be free?
what's that?
Didn't it used to be free, like the basic live
Live
Wasn't
was
that
I don't
free
think ever was free.
at some point?
No.
Maybe 1
like
month.
way back
First
in the
month,
day?
maybe.
When they had Mech Warrior, I think that was the first game that was online for Xbox, and I think you had to pay to be online for $50 a year.
If
it
they
was
do,
cheaper.
If it was free, it was it was
Free
for like
trial.
a month.
Free trial.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
like
it
a
was free
month
trial.
or-
Either a
Yeah.
month or 3 months. It was a free
Yeah.
trial.
All right.
Yeah, I was part of it, man.
Maybe I just had a shitload of those cards.
Probably.
You know, like the
You get a free month.
free whatever.
Yeah, I had a
on paper,
Xbox.
so.
What was it? It was a Xbox Live card when they used to give them out to people.
Oh.
I still had that. It was a clear.
Yeah.
It was a clear card.
Yeah.
I have it somewhere. It's not worth anything, but it's cool. It's a cool keepsake. I was there for the beginning. That's why I don't have numbers after my name on there.
Yo, me neither. Come to think of it,
Right?
Oh
I
shit.
don't have numbers after my name.
See, OG Xbox, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just need some games.
Never stops, y'all.
Exclusive.
So they discontinued
Yeah.
the Xbox One X and the digital version of the Xbox One.
Right.
How much of a success was that digital version, yo? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I mean, the reason for them getting rid of this is quite obvious. I think that the price tier, it kind of gives you a hint at what the price tier of these new systems is going to be. If there is indeed that digital only Xbox Series S, they call it. They didn't call it that, but we call it that.
Right.
But that digital only version may be like, I would say, they're alluding to probably $399 because they got rid of the Xbox One X, and that was the original price of that one. And since they got rid of the digital, they just want you to get the Xbox One S, which is probably going to be the price of what the digital was if you want something from there. So that's a little hint from Xbox.
That's a lot of stuff though, man, because it's a big shift that they're doing. Because all right, first of all, Mixer, that's
gone.
gone. That's done.
No one's going to remember that.
There was no warning or anything. They just said, "Whoop,
Sorry
that's
if you
done."
use Mixer.
Well,
It was,
yeah,
it
no,
was a fine
it's-
thing.
No one uses it now.
Sorry,
well,
apparently.
No one uses it.
Facebook.
No one's using that.
no. But no, but it's such a radical thing to just do that out of nowhere.
Well,
Just-
Xbox is always quick to delete their systems out of the SKU. Like the SKUs have been gone. The second they
Right.
announce a new system, they
Right.
stop selling their last system like
Right,
right
right,
away.
right.
So either this means since they're gone, it might be an earlier release in PlayStation. Who knows?
But they're only discontinuing the X, right? Not
Well,
the base
the
system.
digital and the X.
What about the base?
They're only
system?
keeping the S. as
All right,
lower
the
tier.
S. All right, that S is better than the base system or
The
whatever
base,
like
the
that.
base system's been gone.
All right, but that's been. But all right, at least they got the S. That's the new enhanced base system.
and the
whatever.
Connect.
But
What's buying?
the question I have is like, did these freaking stopgag systems make money for them? The PS4 Plus, the Xbox One X.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it
Yes.
did.
Did they sell
did.
more than the base system? Really?
Yes.
It did.
Really?
Because it
Yeah.
always costs cheaper to usually make their smaller versions.
And you think they're gonna do the same thing after the Series X, the Series X Plus?
No, man.
Dude, every
Series X is over now. It's gone. It's gonna be done.
You know that. So what? You think there's
So Series X, they're gonna listen. There's always been a smaller version of the systems. There's gonna be a smaller version.
I'm
of
talking about
Series
more.
X.
I'm talking about specs, man.
Probably
a more
This is-
enhanced.
This is technology we're talking about.
You think they're gonna do it again?
Listen, they had a Nintendo. They
Waste
had
of
a second
money.
edition Nintendo.
well, they got the Series S.
X.
They had
No,
three.
no,
They had
they're
three
doing
Genesis.
the Series S.
They had three Genesises. It's
Right, yeah,
been
oh,
going
yeah.
on for a long
Yeah.
time.
Well, Sega's not a good example.
They
Let me
need-
say-
Yeah.
Sega's not
I
a
didn't
good
say it was
example.
always successful.
But yeah, I got what you're saying. Though. I got
But they use cheaper pieces. They use less stuff. Like when the PlayStation, they got rid
Yeah.
of like
Yes.
ports on it and stuff on the original. They always make a system that's cheaper for them to make.
Nintendo
so they can
always,
finally make
Nintendo
money.
does the same thing too. So
Yeah, but they
it's like-
finally make money off the second and
Yes.
third renditions. So yes, they're gonna have newer ones, and that PlayStation is probably gonna be a smaller one after that.
Of
because
course
that's a
it is.
massive system, apparently.
going to happen.
Hopefully.
yeah. So what do you think about this change in the Xbox stuff, Saru?
I was never a big Xbox guy to begin with. Like, I got the original Xbox and then the 360 and then the Xbox One came out, and there wasn't jack shit that I wanted on it that wasn't already on PS4. So I was like, just gonna skip this. And then they started announcing all kinds of dumb shit, like the Xbox, the digital one, right? Which was just the normal Xbox with the drive gutted from it. All they did is put a new plastic cover on top. Like, how cheap can you get with that? You know, so I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. I think it's cool that they're sticking to one model, but I'm guessing that the other ones just didn't do well or didn't sell at all. And I think they were trying to test the waters with how digital only is going to go, because I feel like Microsoft is really pushing for that digital only format. And honestly, this next generation is probably going to be the last generation where we're going to see actual physical media, considering that both parties have digital variant of I think it personally sucks because I'm a guy who loves physical media, but that's the way of the future, I guess.
Maybe the collector's editions will be worth even more now.
Yeah.
Because there won't be anything but that.
Yeah.
But it'll probably cost more too.
I don't know, man. It's a. I don't know, man. It's weird.
But they listen. Xbox wants you. I'm not talking about PlayStation. Xbox wants you to subscribe per month. That's what they want you to do. That's why they're keeping the old system around. If you can subscribe and still play those games on the Xbox, the current Xbox One.
What games?
If you're playing, well, I'm saying third party. Listen, there's still third party games. But as far as playing cloud-based games, if you can stream those on the old system, all they want you to do is pay for months. They don't care about the games coming out.
The thing is like xCloud, right?
Subscription.
They're trying to get people to, like you said, they're trying to get people to get that subscription.
Yep.
And
So if you just want Call of Duty,
I read an article recently about from Phil Spencer.
Yep.
And he was talking about the future of Xbox and Microsoft and how they're gonna freaking go on about their
Business.
like exclusives and stuff like that. And it's like it's gonna take like at least 3 years, 2 to 3 years.
they're not worried about exclusives. Yeah.
They're not worried about it at all.
No.
And that kind of like that's alarming for me.
They just want people to pay. Listen, if you want,
So it's
if you want Call of Duty or Madden, and you're paying monthly all year instead of just buying that one game a year,
Right.
And
Now
the
listen,
majority of people are doing it, they're going to
there's-
make more money than
there's-
whatever they're doing.
There's going to be people that are going to be fans that are going to buy it no matter what.
that's what they're
regardless of
counting on.
whatever. And that's what they're counting on. But
I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
I'm just like worried about that, like the exclusives thing, man. Because like Sony and Microsoft are going in completely different directions. Like
Yeah. Well,
Sony is like, we got exclusives. We got all these games coming
Oh,
out.
yeah.
And then Microsoft is like, we don't give a shit about that. You can play everything on the library. Everything. Multi-plats, everything.
True.
It's like,
Shout out to Radical Reggie in the chat.
oh, hey.
Shout out to Charlie Mack in the chat.
Charlie Mack.
Charlie Mack in the chat.
Charlie Mack and the Radical.
Shout out to everybody in the
Retro
chat.
Soft Studios in
Retro
the chat.
Soft. Oh my God.
Overthink Gaming in the
God,
chat.
23
Everybody in the
people
chat.
watching
Yeah,
right now.
It's a
man.
big deal chat.
What's
But anyway,
Well,
it's
every
just,
week's a big deal.
it's just a
of
weird
action.
thing.
Hope y'all drinking.
Yeah, right?
No, but I agree with Sarumaru as far as the company sticking to one model, because you guys see how that worked out with Leonardo DiCaprio. Just
Moving on.
That's it.
Moving on. to
That's
the
it.
next-
Piece of news.
Yeah.
no one
the
knows
next-
what that
I don't know what the hell
I
you meant by that.
Not one person knows, and we're going to move on from
I
that
have
because
no fucking idea.
there's no place for bad jokes on this podcast. And when
Okay.
you edit that shit, make sure you edit that out.
I-
Thank you.
So let's move on to
Thank
the
you.
PlayStation and Sony, not Microsoft. All right.
Shout out to Mikey B's real quick.
Mikey B's.
Mikey B's,
Mikey
what's
B's.
good, fam?
Yo.
What's up, man?
What up, Mike?
There's a lot of people in the chat, man. We like to shout each and every one of you out individually.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can.
But we
At
gotta
the-
get to
At
the
the end
news.
of the show, we're going to run through all your names if you stay. You got to stay for the whole
slowly
show.
starting to get tipsy also.
Yeah,
so
right
we're
now
like
is not a good
struggling. We're struggling right now.
But
It'll
we
be a 4-hour
appreciate
podcast.
we appreciate all y'all. We definitely do.
yeah.
Yes.
We love the love.
If y'all want to leave any, anything, just do it.
Donate.
A little.
We're not even monetized, man. We're on the road. We're on the road.
What's that mean? Just like a little
He needs a
nose
beer.
candy?
He wants to send us a beer, and we're good.
Leave us some well wishes.
Just a tip. Just a tip.
A beer fund.
Just a tip.
A beer fund.
There's an S at the end. Don't say that. Don't say that. No.
Derailed. All right, let's start reading the news, please.
No.
Can I say it? That's what she said joke?
I'm just gonna check out for 5 minutes.
So,
So much.
PlayStation 5 pre-orders could be limited to one per household. So obviously, this is a one company thing. So you can order PlayStations from, other stores. But as far as they're trying to stop bots, basically, from ordering. I want all of these coming to my house. I want 10. I want 20. I want 30.
Right.
And no one can get them because they know they're going to be in short supply anyway because of this whole thing that's going on.
Didn't they have a Switch problem originally?
Well,
Yeah.
Everything usually there's a problem with shipments in the beginning of a console anyway.
right.
But I feel like Xbox didn't have that problem.
No, Xbox never has that problem. There's always like way too many.
Yeah.
Nah,
Talk
the
about
360
Sony now.
360 did though. 360
Especially
had
in
that problem.
Japan.
Yes, they had tons. They had new signs put up. Still here. Still here.
Not a
They had the
soul.
staff just sitting there like, what the heck?
But the thing that they're trying to do right now, because the Switch is having shortages, all gaming systems are having shortages right now because, the one thing that made good on this pandemic is gaming. Because everyone's at home right now. Everyone bought a system. And there's still people like, you got a Switch? You got to, so late. It's so late.
Mad late.
They're not getting them. They're sold out.
Yes.
Damn.
Everything, controllers, systems, they're all sold out.
Yes.
But, if they don't want that problem to happen again, when they announce finally the pre-orders for the PlayStation, they want it to be a shit show. So they want to have limited. I don't know if every store is doing it, but the major stores are doing one per household. So, it's only going to hurt if you wanted to review it maybe and wanted the digital and the original, like the CD-based one, and you wanted them both at the same time to compare them and stuff like that. But, they just ordered from another store, whatever.
It's gonna hurt the eBay hustlers,
No, that's what it's supposed to hurt. That's what it's supposed to
and
hurt.
I'm looking forward to that.
It's that artificial inflation, man.
People sell the pre-orders way before the system, and I don't know how they allow it. It's not supposed to be allowed on eBay, but they let them do it.
Crazy.
And you just sell the ticket. You're like, here you go. The date is this. And if it gets, you buy that and it gets delayed. Like, there was a whole bunch of people who bought the analog, the Super, what is it? Not the Super NT. What's the analog one that came out, the last one?
The Sega one, Analog SG.
No. The Nintendo one.
Super NT.
That is a Super,
Super
NT.
NT,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, so people ordered the Super NT. It's supposed to come out in June. And everybody's selling their pre-orders for like $700, $1,000, and blah, blah, blah. And it got delayed until like November. So all those people who bought those are like, I want my money back. So it's a big problem. It's a big problem selling a piece of paper. You got to sell the actual system if you're going to do it at least. Don't fall for that. Don't buy pre-orders.
Don't do it.
But, we'll see how it goes. I want to know what the pre-order is, what the price is, but everybody's anticipating. These robots don't care about the price.
Nope.
They just care about having the system, so you pay more for it.
Right.
And if the person who actually wants it, it sucks for them because they can't get it.
Artificial inflation, man. It's the worst thing that
Yep.
can happen.
But you know what? They're going to have a shit ton of those digital ones left over because if they're only allowing you to buy one of each, that means everyone, like, who's going to buy the digital one, right? Like, why?
Yeah.
At that point,
Yeah.
if you could only choose one, you're going to want the one that you can stick shit into.
Right.
You're not going to want to get the digital one. They're going to have a bunch of those lying around, and then people can buy their second console a week later if they want,
Yeah.
because everyone's going to have a bunch left over.
But
Yep.
the digital one does look better, though. In all honesty, it does look better. But,
Doesn't have that slit.
I wish it didn't.
The slit's gone, so it looks better.
A little bit sleeker.
Yeah, that's about it. It's just missing the slit, but
Yeah.
You said just the tip and now the slit.
I was just about to say, you notice how it's like it's like slowly turning into something like
is all
mad
you
grimy.
I'm holding back that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
she said.
it's like that's twice. I'm
That's-
waiting for the third one to be like, all right,
yeah,
this shit
The
is
non-digital
grimy.
has a slit, so it's like when
Man,
it's not
listen.
there, it
That's
looks
what
better.
she said.
Well,
That's what she
Man,
said.
listen.
you made that news exciting.
But no, check it out.
Yeah, you could have said CD tray.
No, I think
Disc tray. No, it had to be
Next
slit.
news.
No, I think now the
Pretty narrow
PS5
slit,
though.
though.
I think it's a prelude. The one household thing is a prelude because it's gonna be so expensive. You're just gonna buy one console per household
Well-
because all y'all gotta chip in to afford one.
I'm glad you said that
We'll
about
find
the
out.
price because that's what it's going to come down to with
Exactly.
these next gen systems.
I like how they're like all like, no one's saying a damn thing about the price right now. They're all quiet.
It's
They're
like, no, it's really
like-
like a
it's a
standoff.
pause. Yeah, no, it's
It's
a
a
dead, it's a
standoff.
standoff. They're like,
They're like,
probably-
Nah, you say something.
You're going to say the
You
price.
got- no.
Because the
They're
first
probably
person
gonna
that
wait-
says the price loses.
Listen, they're
Exact-
probably
and on
going
top
to wait
of that,
until the
that's
end of
pretty
August.
much.
They're probably going to wait till the end of
Like,
August.
how much a
No, I
year?
was gonna say on top of that, you got how many million people on unemployment right now? Anyone announce the price of a
For
system?
real.
Yeah, it's like, nah.
But they want
Nah,
that second check though.
Pandemic.
It's like a death
You can
sentence.
wait till the second stimulus. Wait till the second stimulus.
They're gonna announce on
It's
that
the
day.
price of the
It'll be
Yeah,
announced
yeah.
when the second stimulus is announced.
Microsoft and PlayStation are gonna be like, yo, why don't you save us one of those unemployment
Yeah.
checks?
They were like, well, you can get both with this one.
Second
Yeah,
stimulus.
yeah,
The
yeah.
second stimulus is $1,200. The price of the game $1,200.
I was just gonna say
Get the
that.
fuck out of here.
Sold out.
Sold out. Yeah, exactly. Get the
Yep.
fuck out.
We're gonna need that second stimulus to buy those $70 PS5 games.
Yeah.
Facts.
True.
For real.
True.
Yep. But if you got Xbox, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to throw the jab. You can just play what you got.
Yeah.
You just play your 3 games and
Just,
you good.
yeah, just play your 4.
Listen, there's mad backwards compatibility though.
games.
There will be backwards
You got your Halo 1 through 5.
You got your 4 games.
You got Standard K 1 and 2. You got Sea of Thieves. You got Terry Crews is up in the
Got
Crackdown 3.
Crackdown 1 through 3,
All those games live on forever. They keep going.
You got Gears 5.
Gears 1 through 5, and Gears Judgment.
There you go. You good.
We're done.
Got the
Okay.
Forza games, Halo. Right?
Listen, we'll find out. Hopefully, we'll find out tomorrow what Microsoft has planned. Hopefully, some good news.
Man, I really do hope they do good tomorrow.
Seriously,
Yeah.
man.
I don't know though.
We joke, but we
Tired of
really
this
do want to
ridicule.
see them do good.
Listen, I'm gonna have it anyway. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna have my own console.
All right, guys.
All right. Metacritic stops letting you review games. They should completely. Nah.
I'm for this.
They stop on the day they're released.
Yeah, I'm about that.
User reviews, they have lost their appeal just because of what they used to allow. But so this is for day one releases. This is to make sure, okay, the title at least has one day to have, a review that may reflect on what the game is actually like. Because a lot of people have review bombed these games the second it comes out, or sometimes before it comes out with zeros. So you're like, oh, this game only got a 5, it got a 2 or whatever, or a 0, when everyone else is like perfect game, 100, 100 out of 100, 10 out of 10. And then, for some reason or another, they just start review bombing. And that's when you just should get rid of the entire user experience for, rating.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah.
stars. At least have them just
I
talk.
agree.
Don't put a number. Don't put, people don't want to write a review. Not a long one, not a real one. So stop letting people hit 0. And then I think the whole thing will be,
Or
much better.
Make it mandatory to have them actually talk about the game.
That's true.
Even if you put, oh, this game is
But
trash.
they do. They're like, Last of Us 2 is too edgy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like I want to hear a paragraph, a well thought out paragraph before that submit
But
think the review-
what I'm
highlights at
saying
the
is
bottom.
what people will see is the scores.
Yeah, of course.
They won't look at the reviews. So you
No.
can say game's garbage 0.
Absolutely, yeah.
And they never played it, never saw it.
It should require like a certain amount of words you have to type in that actually like.
People don't want to put in work like
Yeah.
that.
To be honest,
Well, they
I
won't
think,
be able
I
to
think they need
review.
to get rid of the numbers system for reviewing games completely.
Well, Metacritic will be gone then.
No, well, I just think the number system in general is just too like what a 7 means to me is different from what it means to you. It's different from what everybody.
No, it's very good.
It's very very vague.
Yeah.
No, it's very vague
very
because
good.
somebody can look at a 7. Somebody can look at a 7 and be like, "Oh, that's shit."
Usually people do look
But-
at a 7. and
Unless
say
you're
it's
drunk.
garbage.
Then the 7 quickly becomes a 10.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it should be.
Wait, what were we talking about?
I forgot his
After a
name.
few
Damn
shots.
it. I forgot this guy's name, but there's a YouTube channel. There's a YouTuber that I watch that he does a review, and all of his
Sarumaru, he's our guest. Don't forget.
No, but there's a YouTuber. I can't remember his name, but he does a review where
Saru.
he does.
Saru.
It's rent, buy, or pass.
Yeah.
That system is, and also on top of that is like if you like these types of games, this
Then you
is
may
a
like
game
it.
that you might.
Well, the
like.
thing is, if someone who's reviewing it,
That's a good
if
one.
they enjoy that type of genre, they should be reviewing it.
right,
And it should
Well, that
be,
too.
and it should be, the review should be done in like, hey, this is how I feel about it.
Right.
And don't make it like, hey, this game sucks or whatever. Because there's some.
I
you
could
know-
rate like
Yeah.
some RTS games and be like, man, this is boring.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like using this. I don't like playing this with a mouse. Like,
Yeah.
and obviously I don't. So why would I be reviewing it?
Yeah, it's like.
I don't like. I do like beat 'em ups, but and some people be like, "Ah, what the hell is this beat 'em up?" They're not in the generation where beat 'em ups came
It's
up.
the
They
right,
don't
the
know what
right
it is.
person.
Repetitive.
Like, for example, Streets of Rage 4, right? Someone who's like in their early 20s should not be reviewing that game.
No,
They should. They did not grow up with Streets of Rage. They did not grow up with the beat 'em ups from the Final Fights, the Double Dragons. They didn't grow up with it. So it's like you should not be. There should be qualifications for each genre. Like whoever's reviewing a game, you have to have like some sort of
Experience?
like some
Playing.
experience. It's like
Perspective.
hiring a president, like getting a president in office, or like getting you have to have some experience with that. You can't just be like, hey, you know what? I play some games. I'm a review Streets of Rage 4 because I played like one fucking beat 'em up, and then you give it like a 4 or a 5
I'll give
because
you
you
an
don't like
example.
it. It's like
It's not like Mario.
Here's an
Yeah,
example.
it's like come on, man.
Here's an example. IGN, right? They actually do list.
Let's not talk about you.
Well, IGN's an example because they list the person that reviews the game. They have the games that they like.
Yeah, but they ruined the rating
that-
system
but-
by saying 7 is bad.
Exactly. But it's
for
like,
real.
and it's confusing because they give it a. All right,
If it doesn't get a 9,
they'll
it's
say
bad.
the game is great and everything, and all the bullet points is like, oh, this game is awesome, is it? And then it's like they give it a freaking 6.5, and it's like, wait, you just
Yeah.
said all like that doesn't make
But they
any
made that
sense.
6 look bad.
And then you look, and then you look at the games that they played, and it has nothing to do. It's like completely different genre
Yep.
than the game that they reviewed, and they do list the games that they like
yeah,
on the bottom of the person that reviewed
they've
the
always
game.
had that problem.
So
Yeah.
But that's
it's
why
the
you shouldn't
pro-
put a number. You
the-
should have to read it.
Exactly. That the problem is with the number, also with the type of games that with the reviewer.
Yeah.
as well.
But this is the thing. I always read the last paragraph anyway.
Everybody does.
If there's nothing, you just read the last little
Listen,
rundown.
if you look at
and
the
that's
last
it.
paragraph,
First
you see
and last.
rent, buy, pass. Like that's it. That's all.
But
you
that's
need
all
to
I
know.
read. I won't read
Give
the
it a
whole
shot.
review. I don't
Okay.
need the whole review.
All right,
I
I'll
can-
give it a shot.
I rarely read the whole
There's
review.
videos.
Nobody
There's-
does.
I
You know what
rarely-
you like. Like
Yeah.
if you're seeing it and
Depends
you
on the
like
Unless
it.
it's a game I really want to play, that's when I read
If
the
I
whole
know
thing.
if I know nothing about it and I'm intrigued, I'm gonna read a lot about it.
Words aren't gonna change my perception
Yeah.
of your trailer. Like
yeah.
if I think I like it, I'm gonna like it.
Everyone likes what they like.
If I'm reading it, it's not even like, oh, now I know the gameplay is different.
Right.
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
the consensus of you liking it may, make me say, okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. But there's never a game I'm like, oh, I hate that game. Let me read the review. Oh, I like this game.
Yeah, it's not gonna
never
happen.
gonna happen that
It's
way.
not. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You give me a beat 'em up that has an air combo. Yeah, it's gonna get a high rating. I'm sorry. It's most likely gonna happen.
But as far as Metacritic, though, they have to rely on the point system because certain companies rely on Metacritic's grade on how much bonus that the company gets and how much money they pay the people who made the game. So if that game is in the 9s, you get a bonus.
Yeah.
And they go off Metacritic. So they can't really get rid of the point system, but at least have it be valid
Authentic.
people
It's gotta be
who
authentic.
are like journalists.
Yeah.
And nowadays, since everyone can put something online,
Right.
it's very hard to, differentiate what a journalist is and what a fan is.
Right.
And, most of the time they have their go-tos and, there's always one guy who's a journalist who always say like a 2.
Yeah.
Just because he wants to be the one different one.
It's
And
gotta be
sucks.
that guy. It's gotta
Yeah.
be
They
that
can't
guy.
just go off game sales.
No,
to
you know what I?
determine that bonus?
You know what I still till
Because
this
they go
day.
off first day.
Till this day, I always use. Well, this is a little trick, a little hack for anybody out there who's interested in doing this. Cheater. If you go onto Amazon and you look up a game, people that leave reviews, they're verified reviews, are the people who actually bought the game, and they will leave. If you're going to leave a review, it's like you either like the game or you hate the game, and you read those reviews.
Oh, you get it
I
shipped.
trust those reviews more than anything else because they actually paid money for the game, unless
like,
it's something to do
They
with the
should
shipping
really
or
just
whatever.
only let verified users leave those reviews. You know what I mean? If they're going to let actual users leave reviews,
Yeah.
they should be verified
Yeah.
users. It's like, I played this on my friend's house and it fucking sucks. Like, we need to know
Yeah.
they paid that money.
True.
Okay, I'm more inclined to believe,
Right.
this guy
Yes.
because he paid the $60 for
Yes.
the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Makes sense.
From the chat,
As
Michelle Mayhem wants to know if anyone's played Ghost of Tsushima.
Not yet.
Ooh,
Not yet.
I want to. I want
yet.
to.
Not
And
yet.
Radical Reggie has challenged Eric to Smash Brothers.
Bring it,
Whoa.
Reggie!
Reggie.
Bring it! I will use my worst character, and I will smoke you on the Versus channel, and you will never come back again.
He's so angry.
Reggie,
Probably
listen.
because he doesn't really play.
Reggie ain't challenging nobody. Reggie ain't challenging
No,
nobody.
he's doing it to rile me up. You do, and it worked. And it worked. And it worked. I fell into his trap. He got me angry just now.
And he's laughing right now.
Yeah, he's dying hysterically.
Yeah.
what the hell?
I'm pretty sure he's into like actual fighting.
Yeah, like Damn.
Actual
Yo,
fight.
he said actual. Sam, yo, cut Sarumaru's feed right now.
Yo, y'all better pick up that Dragon Ball Fighters.
They like the
People wanna
HP meter. They like the life meter.
Yo, people
It's,
want to see the Dragon Ball Fighters, man. People want to see Dragon Ball Fighters, yo.
Yo, Chuck,
Well-
don't make me start to learn Dragon Ball Fighters.
Please
you guys
learn.
are having a good time with it.
Learn.
I don't want to ruin it
Learn
for
the
y'all.
game.
I don't want to ruin it for
Come
y'all.
on.
Getting
game.
back to the news
Ruin the
topic.
game.
Oh, we're doing the news.
So hopefully this choice that Metacritic has made can at least get first day sales to be legit as far as reviews are going. I mean, the day after, it's just gonna hit the fan. It's gonna be zeros for whatever the case may be.
Whatever it is, man.
And just don't look at the reviews. Just don't look at the reviews. Look at the main reviews, not the user reviews. That's just how it goes.
Yeah,
If you care about reviews,
if you care about it.
yeah.
Yo, chat's hilarious.
Yo,
y'all are cracking me up.
Reggie said he'd take you out in front of the world.
I dare him.
And there goes Mikey B's cheering for Reggie.
Listen,
Yo, Mikey
Wow.
B's cannot cheer for anything.
No.
He needs to unlock some characters in Smash Brothers. All right, you got like 6 people available. All right, you cannot talk until you unlock everybody in the game.
The switch is right over there.
we all want to see. Listen, we all want to see the showdown. So
Oh.
if Reggie is for real. If we're calling out Reggie now. So
Yeah.
if Radical Reggie is for real about this challenge, we can make it happen. And we will make it happen.
That's right.
And also, if any of the watchers want to come see me in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Nah, they want to see
Ain't
this.
nobody
They want
wants
to see
it.
this showdown.
Yeah,
We're hyping this up right now.
That's like me
the next
challenging
pay-per-view.
people to Tetris, man. Come on.
You're the next
Come on,
pay-per-view. You're the next pay-per-view.
You're the
Let's
next
talk about this
pay-per-view.
one.
There's a time and a place, man.
next
There's a time and a
pay-per-view.
place.
Throw down
It's not
$40.
about,
We'll
it's not
get
about
this
you.
going.
It's not about you.
The roasting is real.
Yeah, we don't hear about
All right.
Dragon Ball and all that.
All right.
You already heard about what you were playing this week.
Disrespect.
Damn.
Disrespect.
Oh man! All right, so moving on with the news, y'all.
I can't, man.
This is the fun one. This is the fun news right here.
Okay.
So,
Oh yeah. Ooh, this is one. I like.
so there was a Nintendo Direct Mini.
Yes, there was.
Everybody's
Mini.
Nintendo fans.
Mini. Like
The
this.
news is Nintendo fans, y'all.
The news.
This the Nintendo Direct Mini. What? What you type there? the
Dude, you're
Nintendo
drunk.
Direct Mini. No, I'm reading it.
The Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase meet your expectations.
That's regular.
Well, you put a freaking thing at the end of that.
The colon.
Oh, the
There's no
colon.
colon there.
the
Yes, there
You
is.
don't read a sentence like
partners.
That's in-
No, yeah, that's weird.
When you
Yeah,
guys
that's
see,
bad grammar. I'm sorry.
that. Thank you.
I
Thank
thought
you.
it was regular. I don't
well,
know.
when you see the article, it's exactly that.
They
so.
fucked up. And
They
you
fucked up. I was like, they fucked up.
I
So,
got that from there.
Can
let's
someone in the
just-
chat help Six read, please?
Stop me.
Somebody, if anyone in the chat knows how to read, can you pull up that fucking
Did the Direct Mini disappoint? Did it-
All right.
And that's the opening to the
We need clean audio.
Did the Nintendo Direct Mini meet your expectations? That's the question that we posed to you today.
Yes.
Look at that, no laughter or anything.
No, we
yeah.
kept it cool. We kept it cool.
Woosah.
Woosah. We kept it cool.
That worked.
I did say that. I'm completely wrong about my
Yes.
colon. Yes, colon. Like in your body. you
Yes.
know.
Oh man.
Yes.
Whatever. Okay.
No, the colon fucked it up. The colon fucked it up.
No, it didn't.
So let's move on with the actual news. here. So yeah.
I didn't have any issues with the mini direct, to be honest.
So this is what Nintendo
Give a shit.
announced that there was a showcase, a partner showcase mini, right? So this is not what people want. People want a Nintendo
The actual direct. Yes.
So when Nintendo says that it's a showcase, a partner showcase, that's not first party games, people.
Yep.
Read before you get angry.
Don't read.
Like I should
Yeah.
talk.
Read.
Yeah.
Like I should talk. But I knew that they were gonna, show third party games. And they said we're gonna show games that were already announced.
That we already showed you
And they
guys.
announced
Yeah.
it the day before.
And it was the night before, and it's like, this is gonna be in the morning. This is not gonna be anything big. So it said it's gonna be around 10 minutes. It was 8 minutes. So they usually mad.
That should be the sign, like, because I already knew it was going to be short. It's going to be something quick. They didn't hype it up. It wasn't really a big deal. And the funny thing is yeah, I like Nintendo. I like Nintendo shit. And the worst part is they had the little other direct about Paper Mario Origami.
Yep.
And Wait For It had something to announce. And the funny thing is they announced that prior
Yeah.
to the direct, and the worst thing you could ever do when watching these directs is look in the chat. It's the most toxic chat you'll ever find in the world. It's the most toxic human beings on the planet. What do you mean no Smash character announced? What, this is bullshit. Where's Breath of the Wild 2? Where's the new Metroid? Do you read?
Where's Metroid 4?
Yeah, exactly. Do you read what they said it's about? Like,
No.
why are you so angry? It's
Because they want to be surprised. They want to be lied to.
then if they said Nintendo Direct
Yeah.
on Thursday,
and they're
okay,
disappointed, then yeah.
It's
but
like
if they said exactly what it was going to be, though.
They're fucking spoiled.
So they announced.
Entitled to.
Yep, they're
It's crazy.
entitled, spoiled, fucking toxic community.
So they showed some trailers. They showed Road Community. They showed WWE 2K Battlegrounds. They showed DLC for the Cadence of Hyrule. And then they showed their bigger title that people are anticipating. They
Shout
showed-
out to Family Jewels for getting some more music in that Hyrule game.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's up in there.
That's right.
And I think maybe Chipsel. I think Chipsel might be in there too. But shout out to Family Jewels for getting some more music in there. That's freaking dope. Congratulations for that.
Congrats.
Absolute.
And they announced Shin Megami Tensei 5 and a remake. So
For people who love that, they're charged. They're pumped for that.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, cool. You
Shin
know,
Megami Tensei I never played. Like I never played the game.
Whatever.
It's been around, but they are fans of it. And you know what they did?
It's a big.
You know what they did? Going back on the other news, they review bombed the hell out of every one of those games.
I saw that. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
nah.
yeah.
Now they're all at like
That-
a 2.
To me, that pissed me off because like y'all are just so miserable, and I guaranteed I played half of these people online in Smash Brothers. This is the Smash Brothers community. I blame the Smash Brothers community.
Let's not talk about the Smash Bros.
But
bring
but
this
it's,
back to
no,
Smash
no,
Brothers.
because it's like they're spoiled because they expect every direct. Because usually, directs will have an announced character. They're so spoiled with after 70-something characters in a game announced that they feel like every Nintendo Direct has to have a Smash Brothers character announced.
This is what they should do. They
It's like,
should
come
stop.
on, man.
They should stop holding these at such high regards. If they announce a Nintendo Direct, say, okay, let's wait for it. Let's see what it's about. And don't say this is going to be the best thing ever. And just because you can't report about it online and get your get your money, you're mad about it because they didn't announce anything. worth talking
Also,
about.
keep in mind, I think a lot of people are forgetting there's a fucking pandemic going on. So a
Yes.
lot of things have been delayed.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things, production on a lot of games that were supposed to come out this year from Nintendo have been delayed big time.
Yeah,
So
like that's
if you're not
happening.
ready to release a game and show it in a showcase in a direct, they're not going to announce it because there's a pandemic going on.
And they don't give them any excuse. They're like, no, listen, we want this game now.
Yeah,
You've been working on
they
it for
don't care.
5 years.
They don't care.
Who cares about this pandemic? That means you're at home programming.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care.
Yeah.
You're
Figure it out.
robots. You're robots.
Figure it out.
You're robots.
Listen,
So-
if there was anything that people could have been maybe mad about or had like a valid argument, is to say that No More Heroes 3, nothing was said about that, or Bayonetta 3, nothing was said about that. Because third party, you think they may say something, but they didn't. So maybe there, but
not
no
ready.
One's, no one's talking about that.
The
Yeah.
thing is, if it was ready, it would be out. That's
Well-
what I always think. If it was ready to be shown to everybody, it would be there would be a trailer for it. If it's if there's no trailer, it's not ready.
The No Heroes do be trolling everybody though. Like, he was talking. He had the screen behind him playing. He was blocking it.
yeah.
He was like, "You can't see it." Nah, it's fine. So they're funny. They're funny when they get to do stuff. But I mean, if it's a direct mini, stop overreacting. It's not that big a deal.
It always happens though.
Just don't
It does.
expect anything. Just
Maybe next
relax
time.
and
We
watch.
said this last time they did that.
Just
we said this
watch.
last time there was a direct mini and they overreacted.
Always happens.
And then you say maybe they won't do it next time. It's
Just
And it
relax.
happened again.
Just relax and watch. Sony's coming out with dope stuff. Xbox hopefully announces some dope shit tomorrow. Nintendo always, it's been killing it with the Switch. There's so many games everywhere. Everyone has a fucking backlog. Play the games you haven't played, and relax. There's tons of shit still coming out.
And for
So
a
relax.
Nintendo Direct, especially a mini one, there's nothing wrong with them doing something that's niche. It's like they don't have to do a Zelda, a Metroid all the time. Let them throw an indie on there. Let them get
or
the
a
spotlight.
new IP.
Or an old IP that they haven't fucking
Listen,
touched.
Whatever.
Shin Tenzei Megami. Let them show that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fans for that. Let them have their
Maybe
day
a
in the
punch
sun.
out. Maybe punch out.
Listen,
I'm just kidding.
if they do something, if they do something like Stretchers, no one cares.
Yeah.
No one talks
Here goes
about
a
it.
new IP. I don't care.
They don't
That's
talk
not
about it.
Zelda. That's not Metroid. That's not Kid Icarus.
Yeah,
That's
but that was
not.
a silent launch though too.
It's
But
like
still, no one cares about it. That's by
They did a
Nintendo. They
silent
bought it
launch.
out.
That was
Nintendo
like a-
did though.
that
No
was
one
like
said
a-
anything. Everyone still heard it.
That was a stealth launch, though. But I mean, I got what you're saying.
Yeah. No one tweeted about it. It wasn't that silent. It's still there.
It wasn't in the direct.
Yeah,
though.
they-
You didn't
No.
see it in the direct.
I'm telling you, though, if it's an experience checking out those chats, they're so toxic.
No, you
The
turn off
most-
chat.
The,
You
the-
turn
the-
off
the
chat.
most toxic human beings I've ever seen in my life. They're so
Listen.
toxic.
On the Microsoft thing, when there's a chat going, you're gonna turn it off tomorrow. Everything they do
yeah.
like that,
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
it off.
yeah,
Not tuning
It's
into
not
that
worth
chat.
it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
No.
Yeah.
It's a cesspool.
No, it's really bad. Everyone's spoiled. They're so spoiled. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Sorry, what was your thoughts on that direct?
So I didn't watch the direct, but I know pretty much what it was about and what they showed. And I think for anyone who is very Atlas centric and a fan of those games, they would have loved
Absolutely.
it. I'm not a huge fan of the original Shin Megami Tensei series. Like I do like Persona, and really only starting from Persona 3 and on. But for anyone who's a fan of those, I thought that would have been cool. But a lot of people got pissed because there's like, "Where's Metroid?"
Yeah.
You know, and
Same
whatever
thing.
other games they were expecting to see, even though it was prefaced that it was a partner
Showcase.
direct, but people still lost their shit over it. But I imagine, though, you got to consider that a lot of those types of fans are probably also really young.
Yeah.
You think?
You know, so they probably don't read or don't
All
care.
right,
They just
hope.
want to read.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, it's like this. I would hope
But I
to.
think it's fine. I think they should do more of them and showcase more third party. That's actually the heart of the Switch right
Yes.
now.
Absolutely.
Is third
Yeah,
party.
absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Switch is thriving
Yes.
right now because of how much third party there is.
Definitely.
So,
Very strange to
I
say
think
that
they
about
should do more
Nintendo
of them.
system.
Right?
There's too much third party.
Yeah.
I could make a game right now.
There's so much
could.
third party. It's like a
They'll
fourth
accept
party.
it. Did you guys see the one game where like? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? There was like a game where like the objective
Oh, yes.
was like the guy was like you know
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
we
yeah,
did
yeah.
Don't
think
get
about
caught.
that.
That's
Yes.
what it
We
was
talked
called.
about that
Don't get
last
caught.
Gotta hide it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made it onto the
They'll take
store
anything.
for a hot minute.
They did take it down.
They'll
They took
take
that one
anything.
down.
They did take it
They
down.
finally
They'll
took it
take
No, they took
it.
it down quick. Yeah.
They'll take anything, though.
So we can make a game right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it on the eShop. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do that, man.
Make it overcooked theme. Find a corner.
That's a different meaning, so I finished.
The flasher. The flasher.
No, that'd be to beat that game. It's a whole different meaning.
Yeah, you beat that game. You beat that game.
If you finish,
Oh,
finish
God.
that game,
All right.
totally different meaning.
And that being said,
And you move on from that one.
alrighty.
Main event of the night, y'all.
That's right. The main topic of the night.
We're
FX.
talking with Sarumaru.
It's too much, man. It's too much for me right now. Everything's just too much.
All right.
We had sound effects and everything.
That's gonna be a sound effect somewhere.
That's gonna be the intro.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the intro.
That's the intro for
Right
the
there.
edited version of the podcast.
I got it right there.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear lord.
Wow.
I'm sure it's a fun game.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure it is fun. Yes.
So let's get
How long
on
did it
with-
take for you to beat it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How long?
I'm sorry.
Jesus. Jesus.
Double entendre.
You're so good at that game.
Oh, man.
You beat it so quick. How?
Oh my god. I can't.
Wow.
I have nothing left.
How could you play this with one hand?
Oh,
All right, let's move on.
Yo,
Remember that game on the eShop though?
yo.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was that? What was the name of this? I'm sorry. Real quick.
Company? It was
One hand.
One Hand Free Studios.
There's a shooter.
And the
Really?
logo was a joystick. I got one hand on the joystick.
It's an Atari controller.
And the other.
That's
And
hilarious.
it's sideways and it's going through his hand. Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, we
How
saw
did they
it.
let that on the? And that's on the
the
Switch.
Switch.
I can't.
Switch.
I have nothing to
It's on the
say.
Switch. How the fuck did that
I
get
have
there?
nothing
Yo,
to
that's
say.
great.
Holy shit.
That's
They'll
really
take
great.
anybody. They'll take anything.
Nothing, I have
Listen,
nothing
that used
to
to be only import.
It's over 1,000 games in their library, man. It's gonna something's
Be
gonna
like,
slip
yeah,
through the
what's-
cracks.
What's the name of your
Literally.
What's the name of your company? Jack Mehoff.
It's on Nintendo. It's on the Switch. It's on the
Jack
Switch.
me off.
It's on
We're derailed. We are derailed.
Sorry.
We
Go
are
ahead.
derailed.
Go ahead.
So let's get this back on track, shall we? So Saru,
Yes.
you love you some retro games, like us.
I do.
So tell us where that all began.
With the retro games, like my like for retro games. Oh boy. So I was pretty much born into an Atari because my parents bought an Atari for my brother. But my brother didn't really like latch onto it, but I did. I was big onto video games. Probably at like 3 or 4. I was already playing like Missile Command and Pac-Man, which was horrible on the Atari,
yes,
but
it
I
was.
played it.
Yes.
Moon Patrol,
Yes.
all that stuff. And my parents were heavy gamblers, and so they had this thing where like they would take us and the kids and our cousins and just like dump us off at the arcade and give us each a roll of quarters, and they're like, "All right, kids, have fun." And we would be left there for like 4 or 5 hours easy. And I would just sit and play Cubert for hours, Crystal Castles. Those were my 2 big ones when I was a kid, were Cubert and Crystal Castles for Atari. If that probably ages me. And I would play for hours. My cousins, my brother, they would all blast through their quarters because they were just terrible. And then they'd come and steal my quarters because I still had a shit ton of quarters left. So they'd come and take my quarters because I could play forever on just a couple quarters. And then like any other kid, I moved on to Nintendo. You know, I had a Nintendo. I had a Famicom early on as well, so I was really big into import games. Used to buy a lot of pirated games, pretty much any games that I could get for cheap. Then I got into the TurboGrafx 16. A little late in the game. I got my TurboGrafx 16 in 91. It came out in 89, but I got it super cheap because people were already moving on to like other stuff by then. So games for $10, $13 CD games. I got the CD system in 92. Blew my mind. Couldn't go back to cartridges. Reggie is telling me to tell the story about how my mom took me to get Valis 3 and her car exploded. She took me to get Valis 3 for the TurboGrafx CD, and the transmission in the car blew. I didn't care. I had my game in my face, play, and she was just super pissed that the car had exploded. But I've been playing games pretty much as long as I could remember. So I've always been into retro, especially. Like I got all the new stuff too as it came out. Every generation except Xbox. Xbox was like the one where I would get, if I can get it for like $100 or whatever, I would get one, right? But I didn't really care about it too much. But everything else I did get. You know, I had a 3DO. I had
3DO.
all the PlayStations, multiple PlayStations, and then even now, you know, I have the PS4 and the Switch and a shit ton of Switch games that I haven't even gotten to. A lot of them are still sealed, but I love games. I've been into it for a long time, and I've always wanted to make my own game, and eventually I did. But yeah, I've been into games for as long as I can remember.
All right, let's get into the one you made then.
Yeah, man.
So how'd that come about?
So I started a webcomic back in 2015, and then in 2016, I put it on Instagram as like, I was trying to like do like a whole unique like Instagram comic because that wasn't really like a thing, except for like little like comic skits. But I want to do like a weekly thing where I uploaded a few pages every single week to a continuing story. And I met the programmer of our game, David Rover, and he asked if I had. I used to do like fake like pixel art. Like it was actual pixel art, but it wasn't used for anything of the main character, Yuki. And so in the comic pages at the end of each chapter, I would always put like a different little sprite of that character. And so he's like, you wouldn't happen to have more animations of this character? And I said, yeah, I have a few, and I can come up with a few really quick. And he's like, okay, well, if you do, go ahead and send them my way. So I send David a bunch of sprites of this character, and he puts it into like a PC, like an actual like program that runs on the PC Engine. Crude backgrounds. It was all just squares and just Yuki jumping around, no real music. And And then little by little, we just started building this demo. We built a small demo before MGC, which is Midwest Gaming Classic. It's a convention that happens in the Midwest every year. And for MGC 2016, we took this demo, super crude demo, poorly drawn backgrounds. It was just something really quick with a game engine that was kind of there. And we showed it off in the Turbo Room, which is like a room of like TurboGrafx enthusiasts. And everyone pretty much lost their shit over it. Like, oh, this is cool. You know, new TurboGrafx game. What's the deal with it? And so like, I went back to David Rover, and I was like, shit, I guess we got to make a game. And so we started making the game. We came up with the demo, and we put it up online. People clamored for the demo. So we're like, all right, now we got to figure out how to get it funded. And that's when we went to Kickstarter. We did a Kickstarter for the game. Okay. And originally it was going to be that we were going to release the game on the PC Engine TurboGrafx CD and Sega CD. But then nobody wanted it on the Sega CD. Everybody wanted it on a Sega Genesis cartridge. So we ended up just scrapping that idea and just going for Sega Genesis. And then people wanted it on the Dreamcast. Yes. So we were like, okay, well, if we meet, we had a stretch goal. If we met it, I don't remember what it was, but we said if we met it, we would do a Dreamcast port of the game. And so we did meet that, but we also met like a lot of hatred over it with like a certain Dreamcast community that I will not name, that were really upset with us for adding the tier because they thought we were just trying to cash in on it and not actually make the game. You know, they just thought that, you know, we did all this just to cash in on Dreamcast money, but we did actually make it with the help of a group called Josh Prod. They put out a lot of Dreamcast stuff, and we ended up making it. And come 2017, FX Unit Yuki came out for the TurboGrafx CD first, and then later on that year we released it on Dreamcast. And that's the game that you guys played not that long ago.
Awesome, man.
Not bad. Wow.
Dope.
Well, I originally played it from so I bought a RetroPie after watching Gamester 81 review on an Emu. What was it? Emu? It was called Emu.
Yep, I remember. We gave them permission to use that demo.
Yeah, it was the Emu retro emulation kit. And, you know, there's easier ways to get a RetroPie, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this thing because it comes with all the stuff I need. And it was overpriced and stuff. But I had no idea that FX Unit Yuki, I mean, it was the Henshin engine when it was on there, that it was on there at all. And I was like, what's this extra game on here? So I tried it out. I was like, this TurboGrafx game? I never heard of this at all. And, you know, it was, I think it was 3 levels or something like that, the first 3.
Yep.
And I was like, it's pretty dope. The music in it was the standout. And I was like, what? I'm not used to hearing old school games with this type of music.
No, the music was dope. The music was very, very good.
Yeah.
Like the electric guitars and stuff. Like it was a lot of different stuff. And they had vocals, like the Vox in some of the things. I was like, that's not in any game from Retro Systems I've ever seen.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And you know how we are. Anything with good music.
Anything with good music, we're
stands
like,
out.
what is that? What is this? What am I playing? That's fucking crazy.
And the fact that I knew every reference you threw in there, because we're old school gamers, we know every game you have in there from like.
That's awesome.
Yeah, from like Adventure Island, but
Castlevania.
Was
Mega
in
Man.
there.
Yep.
Mega Man inspired, Cotton inspired, and just from what we saw so far, and I'm sure there's tons in there. Even their suits, I was like, that's the PC Engine on her chest.
Yep.
And
She's
Genesis
wearing the
is on
PC
her
Engine
chest.
pretty much.
So
That's
everything was on there. It was ridiculous. So it's fun picking out all the little Easter eggs in there. I called it Wonder Boy.
Yep, we parody a Bonk stage as well. Yep. Like there's a Bonk parody. There's a Gate of Thunder parody, and then like a hybrid like Shockman / Mega Man X type of stage.
And I called out the
well.
Shockman too. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Nope.
But
it's an obscure one.
yeah, no, it's an interesting game, man. I like it.
I actually discovered the game from Adam Korlick on YouTube, and he played the Dreamcast version. I was like, okay. But
yeah, he's a cool guy. I ran into him a few times because like we did the whole convention circuit, so we ran into a lot of these other YouTubers, you know, and so like if they're willing, we'll like be like, hey, do you want a copy of the game? You know, play it if you want to, or use it as a coaster. Most people play it though, which is good. But we ran into him. He's a nice guy. He's big on Dreamcast stuff. So he enjoyed it.
Is there a different soundtrack on the Genesis version? Because it
Yes.
definitely can't hold that type of music.
No, the Genesis uses chip tunes like most Genesis games, but it actually has a really good chip tune soundtrack, which was composed by 3 different people. I can't name them. I don't remember who those people are because they were outsourced by Josh Prod, but they did a really good job with the soundtrack for the game on the Genesis. But the Genesis game was a big headache because of the soundtrack, because it had to be put on like a separate EEPROM. So there's 2 boards piggybacking on each other inside the cartridge, which made it really expensive to produce. And the cartridge only runs on Model 1 Genesis and Mega Drive units. So if you had a Mega Drive 2, you couldn't play it. Or if you had a CDX, you couldn't play it. So we don't make that version anymore, which in turn has made it rare. Because we don't make it, and people want it, and people constantly ask if I have copies of it, and I'm like, no, I don't. We're not making it anymore. I just have one that I kept for myself to, have a copy of, but we don't make that one just because it's been so much trouble. It's not a bad version, but compared to the PC Engine and the Dreamcast, it is the worst version of our game.
Were there multiple?
Just because of hardware, not necessarily because it's terrible. It's just limited to its hardware compared to the CD adaptions of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Were there multiple composers who worked on the soundtrack on the CD-based one?
Nope, just one composer. Goes by the name of Garbled Waves, out of Sweden. He's amazing. I actually met him years ago and told him I was a fan of his music, and I said, someday I'm going to do something. I don't know when, but when I do, I'm going to hit you up.
That's awesome.
9 years later, I ended up hitting him up. I was like,
That's
hey,
so cool.
I don't remember
That's
me.
so cool.
But I was a big fan of your stuff back in the day. And just like, oh, no, I don't. But yeah, that'd be good.
In the same voice, too.
So we ended up talking, and he did the soundtrack, and he was amazing.
He did a great job.
He did a great job with it. Really
quick.
Job. And we worked on together with the feels about it, and I would give him examples of what I liked about certain tracks of certain games. There was a lot of back and forth. It wasn't just okay, this is this kind of stage, get to work. We had a very open dialogue with it, and I think that's what helped too. It helped him put together in his mind what kind of sound I wanted for every specific stage, and that's what makes him an amazing composer.
Yeah, he did a great job.
In the first place, for him to be able to do that, to be able to grasp my feelings. These are my feelings. Make music. And of course the programmer. Without the programmer, the game wouldn't be playable. So the programmer did an amazing job. David Rover. This is my first foray into video game anything. I've never led a video game project ever or knew how. This was all a learning experience for me. I managed other kinds of things and designed stuff for other games in the past, but this is my first project where it was solely mine. So awesome. It was a big learning experience. But the programmer, he had made his own game before for the TurboGrafx CD. So he already had experience in putting out a game, which really helped, I think. It really helped streamline it. It wasn't like he had to learn a bunch of stuff for this game. He already had the experience, which really helped.
Nice.
Not bad.
Wow.
I was getting Project Echo vibes and everything.
Project Echo. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what was reminding me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You said you had some art questions you want to ask, right?
It was mainly for you, man, because you do comic book.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So what do you want to ask?
I didn't really have one. You did. I didn't think of one off the top of my head.
Background.
Well,
Well,
it's the same. It's the same question I always ask all the time.
Well,
but it's usually Dead in the Water. Do you draw backgrounds, Sarumaru? I need someone to draw backgrounds for me.
Oh, I'm horrible.
Oh, you too. It's like a universal thing.
Yeah.
No, and actually, let me get into that because that's actually the one member I still have yet to talk about in our group. Black Tiger, he did our backgrounds in the game. He's a fourth person in our game. So I did all of the character sprites, character art. I created the game. David Rover programmed the game. Garbled Waves did the audio, and Black Tiger did the backgrounds.
What about you? You have a comic for that, right?
Yep.
Who did the backgrounds for that?
Oh, I did the backgrounds for it's like I can't do pixel backgrounds very good. They come out kind of, but I mean like I can draw backgrounds.
Oh.
So
Ooh, I'm about to send you some stuff. I hate doing backgrounds.
Like I can draw like hand drawn. I'm better at drawing backgrounds. But when it comes to pixel stuff, it just takes me too
I
long.
hate backgrounds.
This game would have been in the works for way longer than 2 years because we made this game from start to finish in just a little under 2 years.
That's crazy.
So
That was gonna be
pretty
my
short amount of time for this type of project.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
impressive.
I want to see the remake on new systems.
Yeah. Let's get that part 2 popping.
Let's get it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to. So right now, the programmer is working on the PC version of our game, and so I need that version to be completed so that I can take that version and outsource it. But we need the PC version for it to be finished.
Okay.
We can't outsource the PC Engine version or the Dreamcast version because it's in source code that is just not compatible with the Switch or PSN. So it has to be the PC version. So right now we're waiting on the PC version to be completed for that game to be able to put it onto PSN and Switch. But those are our next
Nice.
our next consoles
Everything's
for
got
the
to be on
game.
the Switch.
Yeah, if you just to let you know, we do have a show called the Indie eShop Recap where we watch video game trailers on the Switch and the eShop, and a lot of games I've been seeing on the Switch that look good, they look promising. I see still photos or pics,
No trailers.
but no trailer or a demo or anything, and I'm wondering like what the heck is wrong? Like
They gotta be tough to put together.
you got to get that together.
probably
So
a
that's
struggle.
my advice to you. Like if you do that, when you finally get a chance to get it on the Switch, please have it. I see you have a trailer already out for
there's a trailer for this version.
He already has the music,
and that
so he's
is
set.
just one that I put together. It took me like an hour to put that one together.
Really? Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, so
He already
getting
has a dope
trailer
soundtrack.
made-
Yeah, no,
So,
the soundtrack's gonna sell it all by itself. The soundtrack is all.
Yeah,
Elvis and Reggie in the chat say they sell theirs for like $1,300 to. They have the Genesis version.
yeah, they,
Super
they,
rare, man.
Wow.
Wow.
Selling its rare. So
Lucky.
Real
they got the hookup.
real quick shout out to Smash JT in the chat.
Oh,
Smash
Smash is in
shit.
there.
I saw a Smash
Oh,
in there.
Smash DT.
Also, if he wants this work and Smash Brothers Ultimate, come see me, Smash.
He ain't coming to see you.
Alright.
He ain't coming to see
What's
you.
happening
Are
with
you
the invitational thing?
Dude, I'm gonna make an arena. Me and Turbo gonna make an arena.
Yeah.
We're gonna invite a bunch of our
You
guests.
said that last time though.
Listen. Listen. The pandemic happened. The pandemic happened.
I'm just saying.
The pandemic
Okay.
happened.
All right.
This is
Okay.
online though.
Okay.
All right.
It's online thing.
Shut up, Sticks. We're gonna set that up. We're gonna smoke
It's gonna
them,
happen.
and
Okay.
we're gonna record it.
It's gonna
Okay.
happen.
And I gotta use the bathroom.
That was
It
it.
scared you that much? He's
All
red
right,
and
well.
scared right now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. He's trying to think of a way to get that.
It's gonna happen soon. We're gonna do the promo. We're gonna get that going. We're gonna get that going.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Absolutely.
so we can throw this on to the Polymega now.
Polymega.
So how does it feel to be one of the select few to have this elusive system right now?
I love it, but a lot of people are upset right now because they're not getting their consoles on time. But we are in the middle of a pandemic, so it kind of sucks on both sides. People are impatient or wanting to get the console, and then they're having issues producing the console because of COVID-19. They had one of their factories shut down, so it's been kind of crazy. But I love it. It's a cool console. It's really convenient. Being able to play Neo Geo CD, which is actually my second favorite console I have. I am like 8 games shy of a complete collection for Neo Geo CD. So the fact that it plays Neo Geo CD the way it does is awesome.
Better load times,
Like,
I would guess.
yeah, because the load times on the Neo Geo CD were really bad.
Yes.
You know, single CD reader trying to dump all that memory, all that data into ROM, you know, and you're just sitting there waiting. You can get up and make ramen and brew a coffee and come back for round 2.
Yeah, that game's all random.
But
Yeah.
but it's awesome. I like the Neo Geo. The Sega Saturn emulation is also really impressive.
It's just, you just put the
The
disc
Sega
in.
Saturn really well. I haven't run into any problems with any Sega Saturn games with it yet.
That's interesting.
So
That is a
Guardian
perk.
Heroes.
Yeah, Guardian Heroes.
yeah,
Guardian
Sega
Heroes.
Saturn emulation is something that is not
Easy.
good, you know, across the board
Yeah.
with a lot of things, unless you have, you know, a computer that can handle it. But the Polymega does a good job playing Sega Saturn with no problem, and I love that because I love Saturn. Saturn is
Sounds awesome.
right
That's gonna.
neck and neck for me with Neo Geo CD.
Mhm.
So those are my top 3: is TurboGrafx CD, Neo Geo CD, and Sega Saturn. Those are
Wow.
my top
That's an
3.
interesting top 3.
Okay.
Awesome. Sounds
And the console plays them all well. I'm still the only person who's streaming
yes.
it right now. I don't think anyone is streaming it, but only 6 people got it. So I think only 3 people have YouTube channels. One is MVG, Modern Vintage Gamer,
Yes.
but he's not really a streamer. Like
No.
he did a video on it, talking about it really
Right.
quick. And then the third YouTuber is a Japanese YouTuber, and so he just uploads like clips of him playing games on the Polymega. But I'm the only one who's actually like playing it. And in the beginning, we did a whole week straight where we played for 4 hours a day, and we called it the Polymega Mega Stream. And we were getting like 100. I think the peak was like 200 people. You know, for me, I'm a small channel. You know, at like 3,000. At the time, I only had maybe 2,000 something subs. So for me, it was a lot of people because my normal audience is maybe like between 40 and 50 people per stream. So to go from 40 and 50 people to 200 was like, whoa.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like going crazy. I was like, yeah. Like
Chuck would be
it
going
was,
crazy.
it was
over
overwhelming for a little bit. But it's a cool system. I recommend it. It's kind of pricey
here. Yeah, it's a.
at
Yeah.
$2.99.
Well, how
Because,
much are you selling for?
I got it for $2.99 because I pre-ordered it way back when.
How much are they charging?
I think the retail is $3.99 now, but they were charging $2.99 when you were able to pre-order it directly from them, which is what I did over a year ago. I pre-ordered it for $2.99, so I think that's a great price for it.
Just think of it like you're buying a Saturn.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
you're buying a
if
Saturn
you
when it
think
first
about
came
it,
out.
like if you buy a Saturn, because one thing you got to consider though with things like the Polymega is that the fact that it's plug and play. You take the console, you plug it into your new TV. You don't have to mess around with RGB mods or SCART cables and upscalers. Like an upscaler alone, FrameMeister will cost you $299 to get that that clarity for it. So if you're looking at your upscaler and your system, you're already looking at $400.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
right there. So
Easily.
it really depends. It really depends on it. It varies. Everyone has like different uses for something like that. You know what I mean? Like in my case, where I have like 80,000 different CD games, my friends come over. Like we don't play my retro stuff. We only play on my PS4 because it's there. It's connected. We can play some fighting games on it. But nowadays, well, right now ain't nobody playing shit because of the pandemic. But once this is over, like I want to invite my friends over and be like, hey, bring your games. They're going to be like, for what console? For all of your consoles, because it's just going to play everything. So we could all just sit down and have a retro night and everyone could just pop in games and it'll be fun. So if you look at it like that, then it's worth it.
I think they should.
But if you already have like all these consoles, then there's no real need to get it. Unless you don't want to have to mess I don't want to mess around with cables all the time. If you don't want to mess around with that, then it's also convenient and then still worth it.
I find it convenient though because it's like just the hardware, like the hardware of the original consoles, like the stuff fails and
They
it's
look
like,
ugly. on TV.
Well, you gotta-
if you
yeah.
if you get it running
Really?
without
It's
spending
tough.
a ton. It's ugly.
Bad.
It's tough. It's tough getting it working
think-
right. And
I think they should market the fact that it plays CDs. I think they should go hard with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think they should
because it's
even
the
worry.
only clone console that does
Yeah,
it.
they
I
shouldn't-
don't know of any other
It does
clone consoles that do outside of a
it
computer.
does a good job at it.
But then with a computer, you have all kinds of settings that you got to screw around with as well.
Yeah.
You know, with this, you don't got to screw around with nothing.
That's
So-
awesome.
You power it on, you pop the CD in, you're playing
That's
it.
cool.
So, question to ask you
Everyone in the
about.
chat's like, "Sorry, where's my polymega?" The ongoing joke is that I have elves in my garage building these polymegas, and they're underpaid, so they're not building them.
Listen, I'm just glad they have one out or some out that actually are usable. Like that's the question that people shouldn't be mad about. At least it's out there.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
if it's not out yet, at least it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just sent 100 more out
Yeah. Okay.
to people. Yeah,
Right.
they're doing a second wave of betas, and they just sent out 100 more.
I gotta keep checking outside.
People.
Make sure we get one.
Yeah.
So about how people are mad because the system it wasn't like a FPGA system. Like when they first announced it,
Yep.
they swore it was gonna be like a hardware emulation. It was a little misunderstanding, or they were trying to do something and couldn't do it, and then it was just regular software emulation. But for the most part, most software emulation is pretty on par, especially when you run it straight from the disk. But you know, they were focusing on the block parts. Wasn't it called like Mega Blocks or something? There was a different name.
Retro
Blocks.
blocks. It was
Blocks.
originally called,
And they
yeah.
couldn't get that name or something. But
Yeah, there was some issue with the name,
Probably
and
Lego.
then they ended up with Polymega. I
yeah,
don't
it's probably a
know.
Lego thing. But yeah, they shouldn't focus too much on the cartridges. Though. Like there's corny ways to do that, like on the Retron 5 or whatever.
Retron
They could
5.
do that. I mean, for
Yeah.
cheap, especially when you're talking about that price.
Right.
But and then they have like the Super NT and all that to play the regular things. That a perfect way to play them, but that's expensive
Right.
also. So focus on the stuff that none of those systems can do and do the CD stuff. And I think they got a product, and hopefully they can sell enough because how do the CDs run on it? I mean, the stuff that you've been playing so far,
Great.
they seem to be good.
It all runs great. I only ran into a problem with Lunar, Silver Star, with switching between CDs. I ran into some issues, and then there are 2 or 3 Neo Geo CD games that have bugs
Yeah.
with it,
Okay,
and then there's still some PC Engine games that have bugs. But PC Engine compatibility, I think now is like 90+%.
that's good.
So and I figure that they're gonna get it all hammered out by the time they're done with the second round of betas, because that's pretty much the whole point of like beta testing, is to
The
find
ones that don't work.
these
yeah.
bugs
Right.
so that they can fix them, and that's how they've been finding them. So if 100 more people, if 100 more people have them, then more people are looking out for these bugs.
Right.
They can get closer to 100% on all of them.
Yeah.
So I got the real important question here for you. How do rhythm games play on it?
Good. I streamed Busta Groove Dance Tengoku Mix,
Yeah.
or Busta Move 2. It's like a rhythm game on the PS1. And it played, timing was great. There was no
That's insane.
issues with delay or
Hey, you sold.
Now I have to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, now
Six is
you're about
sold.
to get it now.
Because
Six is sold, man.
because listen, emulators can't play those games. You can't play
No.
Parappa, you can't play Buster Groove,
No.
you can't play any of them because it's split seconds off and it just ruins the
Yep.
game.
Right.
you have that timing is like
So
precise.
the fact that it can play that
So,
is awesome.
yeah, played that. I played DDR with my hands. DDR 5th mix, I believe, on PS1, and
Money.
that played just fine.
I can't mess with
And
them.
I didn't try Parappa, but those are the 3 that I played. Busta Move 1, Busta Move 2, and DDR 5th mix.
You got to stream Parappa.
Parappa.
Kick
I
punch.
never liked. Oh, and I played Jammer Lammy.
Oh, okay,
Unjammer
okay.
Lammy.
That's a harder
Yes.
one to play
Yeah.
than that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like Parappa or Jammer Lammy a whole lot.
It's an acquired taste. It is.
I like rhythm games. I don't know those 2. The Parappa series, I've just never really been into it a lot. I wished it did like PS2, but obviously it can't because Sony don't let them. But otherwise, they'd probably be able to, because it's got a DVD drive in it.
Oh, really?
That's not even used. So maybe in the future, once those patents wear thin, they can maybe implement PS2. But that would be great, because then I can get into some like Guitar-Ru Man and other rhythm games that are more fun.
Yeah.
What was the title? There was a title. Can it play? Can it play something like Monster Rancher? Because you know how you got to switch out the disc and you put your own music in. I doubt it could pull that off.
No, that's actually a good one to test.
Okay.
I should probably find a copy somewhere.
I think Viv Ribbon did something like that also.
It might not be able to, though, because as soon as you hit the eject button, it goes to the system menu.
So probably not.
Might
They
not
put
be
it
able to, but that's a good one to bring up to the Polymega people.
They'll be like, "Yep, we'll
Yeah,
figure
see
it
if
out."
this
They're
thing
like, no, it doesn't work.
work. That's how you put the monsters, right? Was with
Yeah.
different music, like you played random music CDs and the monsters transformed or something. I don't know. I never played
Yeah,
it.
it was like a
but
big Pokemon.
I know that was the idea.
No, it was at the same time.
Damn.
Seeing how the internet is, I'm sure you've heard, you get a lot of people who are jealous of you having this system.
Oh my
And I'm
god!
sure they call
yes.
you a shill or they're paying you to do it.
Gotta
stuff
love that
like
word.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
There was a recent Twitter spat actually.
Oh, yeah?
I think prompted the Polymega people to break their silence sooner than they would have wanted to, because they were trying to get all their ducks in order. But there was this huge like Twitter argument with some guy saying that I was part of their Ponzi scheme.
Oh wow!
It's all a ruse to try to get everyone to sell consoles on my streams. I was like, you're giving me way too much credit first off. But yeah, it was silly. And he's like, then why are you playing it so much? It's because I fucking bought it. If you bought it,
Why are you playing it so
the only
much?
person who had it, you're gonna play that
Oh my
shit.
God.
Oh, yeah.
It's like people, the internet's just like reading over everything all the time. So it's just it's funny. You gotta just
That
laugh.
is funny.
You have no choice but to laugh
That's
at
the
it.
only way you can do it. All that
Yeah,
stuff.
Can't
yeah.
take it seriously.
Yeah,
man.
it's nonsense
No.
half the time.
Yeah, you just gotta laugh.
Nah.
Come on, you just gotta be like, if I had my own system that no one had yet,
Why are you
what do
playing
you
it?
think? What do you think I'd be doing?
Yeah.
Why are you playing it?
As a gaming fan, you'd be like, yeah, of course I'm playing
Because
it.
I bought it and I like games.
Yeah. No, I
don't know.
just
It's
bought
as
it to
simple
put
as
on my
that.
shelf. I'm just looking at it. That's it.
Call me crazy.
What?
And you're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
It's not like you have it
'Cause it's
and you have
yours.
to play it low key and not show
No,
anyone.
it's yours. You
That's
own it.
usually- Yeah, it's usually what a beta system is. You're lucky they're even showing it now.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot. People didn't know if he was out, so it's cool that they can see it.
It's probably the Smash community.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. I got
Great. You blame the Smash.
Yeah, I blame them.
blame
man.
them.
I'm disowning them. I'm not a part of their community anymore. Done with them.
Just separating. yourself
Separating
from it.
myself. I'm different.
Oh boy.
Different.
Anti-Smash community.
Yeah, man.
The anti-smash.
Wow, man.
Fucking
It's
guys.
crazy.
All right, anybody else got questions about anything?
Will there be
man.
a sequel?
To FX
Yeah,
Unit?
there will actually. I'm already in the planning stages.
Right.
Exclusive news.
Exclusive. You heard it here first.
As soon as we haven't really talked about it, but as soon as we tie up all the loose ends for the first game, get all of the Kickstarter rewards, all the versions out, then we're gonna start going in heavy with FX Unit Yuki 2, which will be on. It'll be once again it'll be on the TurboGrafx CD first, but then we'll port it to the Dreamcast, and then we'll have like a flow to get it on everything else.
Yeah.
Because the first game was our learning curve for how to get everything done. So the second game, we are already going to know everything.
Okay.
So everything's going to be a lot smoother. We're going to definitely make changes to how we went about everything, because like I didn't know shit when I started this. I didn't know how to put everything together, and I do now. So
Awesome.
it's going to be a much smoother transition for the second game.
Will there be co-op?
Oh, good question.
There won't be 2-player co-op, but you'll be able to switch between characters
Okay.
in the second game
That's awesome.
for different things. So like Yuki has her own like set of things that she can do, and then she'll be able to switch to the other girl, and she has her own set of things to do. Like she has a whip, so she can hang on things,
so
Okay.
Okay.
hit things like switches and stuff. So you'll have to switch between the two characters interchangeably.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
But the way the game is written and made, it's made to be a one-player game.
Will there be an overhead parody like Bomberman or Zelda?
So that's actually one of the stage types that we wanted to put in for the first game. We wanted to do that, but we already had like too many stage ideas for the first game. So that's actually one of the stage ideas. That was actually going to be like one of the boss battles. Was going to play out like a Bomberman game,
Cool.
and
That's really cool.
wanted to do a legendary Acct stage as well. And then a couple of other ones that we haven't announced yet, but those are the two stage ideas that we're throwing out there right now. Well, just now
Nice.
to you guys that we're throwing out there.
There we go.
We love
Right
the
now.
Exclusive,
news,
man. I ask the hard questions, man. I ask the hard questions. That's what I do.
I really like the dialogue from what I played. It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, it's very charming, very charming dialogue.
It
I
got
like
me
it a lot.
intrigued the moment I was like, wow, this
It's hilarious.
is pretty funny, man.
Yeah, you got Yuki, who's kind of ditzy, right? Like she's a super nerd girl, but she's still kind of ditzy. And then you have Nobu, who's like super flamboyant, and you got the old guy who can be sarcastic
Yes.
at times. So that's all pretty much their characters from the webcomic.
dope.
Okay.
The game itself is a mixed media project, so it's pretty much, it starts with the comic, and then at the end of the comic, it pretty much jumps to the events that happen in the game. Then the next comic is coming up around the corner. I'm gonna restart the next comic, and then that comic will lead into the second game.
Awesome.
So by the time
That's cool.
we're done with the second book, then that's when we announce the next game. That's how we did it with the first one. We got to an end of the comic, and then it leads to an event that pushes it to the game. That's how the first game started.
It's cool, man.
And then the animation comes out. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that's actually one of the ideas that we were throwing around, is possibly doing like a Kickstarter for like a short OVA, something like
Yeah.
45-minute OVA, something that can be produced, and then if
It's pretty cool.
there's traction, then there's more, and if there's not, we at least made that.
Yeah.
With the same musician doing that trailer.
Yeah. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
He's got
Hopefully, he's down for
he's good.
continued to do like all the soundtracks for
Oh man.
any future
That's
games.
awesome.
I mean, as long
He's
as
talented.
paid, right? He's talented,
Yes.
so I hope we can keep him on for future projects.
Nah, be dope.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
Now, FX Unit Yuki, where did the title come from?
So originally it was called Henshin Engine. Somebody had copyright the word henshin in America,
Really?
Oh, what?
which
Some
in
asshole.
Japan it's just a normal word, right? It's just a word for transform.
Yeah.
So originally the game was just called Henshin Engine. We couldn't use that name anymore because somebody who worked for a subsidiary of Viz, actually, like Viz Media, owned the rights to the word henshin.
They misspelled
so we couldn't
Kenshin.
use it.
They misspelled kitchen. Yeah. Exactly what happened.
So we either had to think of like some totally new name, or give him, like, he was like, we can work something out, meaning, like, you can give me some money and you can use it. And I wasn't about to give anyone anything who didn't actually work on our game in any capacity.
Seriously.
So I was like, forget that. I'm going to just rebrand it. So we rebranded, and FX Unit Yuki is, obviously the main character. When she transforms, that's her name. So I was like, let's just call it FX Unit Yuki. And everyone liked that over Henshin Engine. So we just used the subtitle FX Unit Yuki, the Henshin Engine,
Okay.
as the subtitle. And but people liked the new title over the old one anyhow. But at first I was really upset until people were like, the new name's fine. I like the new name. So then I was like, okay, I feel better about it.
Because it's like PC.
But that's where the name came from. It's just the character's names.
Interesting.
It's like PC Engine Yuki.
Yeah.
PC Engine Yuki.
Yep. Pretty much, yeah. FX Unit is basically the code for PC Engine in our world without actually calling it the PC Engine.
That's pretty cool.
It's a little stuff.
Interesting.
Retro minds think alike.
I think there's a glaring need in the sequel for a boss battle. I don't really care per se
Here we go.
what the boss looks like, but
Here
it
we
needs
go.
to have long flowing blonde hair
Here we go.
and be very vicious in a sword. A very sharp sword.
If you've ever watched any of our
What,
previous
man,
podcasts,
come
you know
on,
that
man.
this guy always,
He's alluding to a certain
anybody
someone.
who develops a game, he always says the same thing. He always asks for the same fucking thing.
If you can make a character you can toss into a trash can, that's
Hey,
fine.
that's fine. Hey, listen, that's good too.
Oh, you be happy with that?
Hey, you can
Hey.
toss me in a trash can. It's cool. Whatever.
Or you
So
can make
Nope.
trash can Sephiroth bottle.
There you go. Gotta have the beard. Gotta have blonde hair, and that's
Oh,
it.
no.
Boom.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I just
Just
added the
cut me
beard.
off.
I'm sorry.
You just added the
I
beard.
beard too. Sorry,
I
man.
had an idea, but Sticks cut me off. It's
Say it. I gotta get
Nah,
it.
You
never
draw
mind.
4 other people laughing at him getting kicked in the garbage.
That's fine too.
I'm not sure who those people could be.
Nah, I mean, you could get 5 bosses that look like us.
Oh God.
Five bosses
true.
that look like us.
That works. That works.
Just be the henchman.
Or like a Hydra, but with like 5 heads.
I thought we would make it through.
It could be like the
Oh my
Gliok.
gosh.
Come on, that's fly. That's fly, man. I'll draw it right now.
Nah,
Nah,
man.
that could be in God of War, the next one.
All right, I feel you. Wow. We're on the same page. We're on the same page.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Terrible.
Sorry, I just thought I'd throw it out there, man.
So-
Jesus, come on, don't judge me.
No, I think you officially ended the show.
That is a good way to end it, though. I must say, that is a good way to end it.
so Saru, any questions you have for us before we, go into our thing?
Yeah, when are we doing our next shot?
Oh, shit.
Let's get popping.
all right,
Let's
let's
get
go
popping.
There
No,
we
we
go.
gonna get it
This is
popping
the
right
No,
call.
now.
we gotta end the show right. We gotta end it
Take it
right.
one
We gotta
for the
get
road.
popping.
We gotta end it right, man.
That's right.
We gotta end it right. Damn it.
Kevin's terrified. Look at him.
Enter
I
the
don't
shot.
know, man. I don't know about
Man,
this shot.
Saru, you gotta drink it out of like a whole bowl. That's isn't that sake? You gotta drink that out the bowl.
Oh, man.
I don't have any of those like little fancy dishes,
I don't think we've
With,
ever
like,
been outdrank from a guest.
cranes and
Right.
dragons on it.
Yeah, no guesses
Or a
drink us
wooden box. But I got this Mega Man shot glass.
Oh,
That's dope.
Oh, that's
That is
awesome. He's got an energy
That's
tank
dope.
for a shot glass.
That's
That's
fucking
crazy.
cool, man.
That's for the.
Yeah, I love the shirt.
The Mega Man
No,
shirt
he had
on.
a shot glass energy tank. That's awesome.
That's crazy.
And people in the chat right now are hyped for shot. Everyone is ready.
Yes, everybody.
Oh, hell
Everyone
yes.
is ready.
Everyone in the
Shots.
chat is ready for the shot.
Hell yes.
Yep.
Oh, you got your tequila. Oh my god.
There's no chaser. There's
No, there's no chaser. You don't need
So,
one.
Already
No
different
chaser.
That's a
You don't need a
That's a
chaser.
different podcast.
It's smooth. It's smooth.
Battle Chase.
You don't need a chaser.
He said battle chaser.
Oh man.
You are here.
Thank you, sir. All right. All right, everybody. Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Sarumaru, thank you so much for joining us today.
Bang bang.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cheers.
Oh,
I'll see you
having
guys.
Tank is so cool.
We'll have to do this
Cheers to
again.
everyone in chat.
Yes.
Yep.
Shot time.
And also,
Yes.
where
Just-
can people find you before we go?
What?
He's like, what?
Where can everyone find you on the internet?
Was it me?
On the interwebs.
What the hell, man?
Oh, okay. So you can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/Sarumaru. And Twitter and Instagram _Sarumaru.
All right.
Yo, Sticks is dying over here. Look at this dude.
That was awesome. By the way, that was awesome. You were in pain the whole time.
That's
you
all
were
we
saying-
want. Every time we do a shot, we need you in pain.
I didn't hear anything you said.
That was fucking great.
As long as everybody else heard.
That's
it's
all right. We got the playback.
That's right.
wow, man.
That was too much.
Well,
You're fine. You're doing all right.
well, we want to thank you once again, man. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure having you on.
Not a problem.
thank you for your time.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, man.
We hope
I
to have
appreciate
you
it.
back again in the future,
Yep.
hopefully.
Sure. Let me know.
And
Be sure to check out Media Glitch also.
oh
This
yes,
channel, because you guys are all on there, Reggie
Yeah.
and Saru.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Me, Reggie, Intrigue Gaming.
Yep.
We're all a part of Media Glitch as well, so make sure to check out Media Glitch.
Dope.
I got a video coming up on Media Glitch. I think we're all working on something right now
That's awesome.
for Media
And
Glitch.
all we have
so
left is
make sure
Joel.
to check it out.
We have Joel.
Just search for Media
He's the
Glitch on
last
YouTube.
one, Joel.
Last piece.
We will have you on the podcast, Joel.
I'm surprised you guys haven't had him on.
I
here.
invited him. I sent him a DM today, actually.
You know what?
so-
We gotta do.
Oh, did
Yeah, I
you?
sent him one
Yeah,
today.
his channel is great, and I mean, we're all part of it now.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So yeah, have him on. He's a talented guy. He's directed movies.
Yes.
You know, he's done shows for not only for YouTube but for TV.
Yes.
So he's done lots of stuff.
Awesome,
He's a
man.
great guy.
Everyone
Great
part
guy.
of the Media Glitch team is talented, mad cool, a lot of fun.
Yes.
So I can only imagine how that podcast is going to go.
Absolutely.
Not unless he's a Microsoft fan.
Or-
then we'll just make fun of him. I'm sorry, Chuck. I'm sorry.
Chuck, you're okay.
You're
You're
good.
okay.
You're
You're
good. You're good.
So he's a
But hopefully we can
Sega
get
Genesis guy.
hopefully
so,
we can do a collab video. That would be
think he'll
awesome.
be
Hell
good.
yeah, man. Maybe
That would be nice,
Yeah,
too.
get two of y'all on here at the at once. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Never know.
Oh yeah.
You never know.
We just
Well, now
have
that y'all can join together, I can have the whole squad over there, and we got the whole squad over here.
Oh damn! Yeah, Team Level
That'd be
857.
That
Team
would be
Media
cool.
Glitch.
yeah.
Sir, 4-on-4 and Smash.
Oh yeah. Who wants it?
Oh yeah.
Who wants it? Sorry.
Right on that though.
I'm sorry. You got me. You just mentioned it.
But
You got-
anyway,
Thanks a lot, brother. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
again.
much.
Thank you so much.
If you guys haven't, check out FX Unit Yuki.
That's right. Check it out.
Get
man.
on that.
Yeah, man.
Get ready for that dope difficulty.
Oh yeah.
hell.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck you up.
Really?
It is. It is.
So it's so violent
Wow.
right there.
I'm sorry, man. It's the last shot I had. That shit's
Happens,
burning
though.
right now.
Happens.
Yeah, it's still going through me too.
And if Radical Reggie and Smash JT still in the chat, yeah,
Actually, earlier Reggie said that Smash could beat the both of you at the same time.
I will whoop Smash.
That's what he said.
Man,
Let's
listen.
do it.
Smash knows it too.
Let's do
Smash
it.
knows it
By the
deep
way.
down in his heart.
I hope
Put
y'all.
that mark
I hope y'all enjoy this. I hope y'all enjoy it.
He knows what's coming. He knows what's
That's
coming.
good. Now we're gonna get it soon. We're gonna get it going
Man,
soon.
this actually has to happen.
That's
Nobody
gonna have to
plays-
happen.
You talked it into existence.
Overthink gaming.
He doesn't have to overthink anything. We're gonna kill
No,
him
no,
in
we're
alpha.
talking about
Oh,
Smash.
wow.
Damn, you just ruined
Oh,
the whole
wow.
thing.
No, sorry.
man.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You just
going
ruined.
on?
You got a
going
little
on
too.
here?
You got a little too excited.
What's
You just
going
ruined
on
the
here?
entire joke right
There's
there.
no overthinking about.
All right,
We're
can you
gonna
stop
do
talking
this.
for a hot minute?
It's okay.
Okay.
All right,
All
cut
right,
this
all
mic off.
All right.
Jesus. It's gonna happen, all right? The challenges on the versus challenge is gonna happen. We're gonna get Overthink on there, we're gonna get Smash JT, and we're gonna get Reggie, all right? And that's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be the tournament of the ages.
Ain't no tournament.
Yeah,
People are gonna be smoked. It's gonna be a 5-minute video. Wow.
possibly.
be done.
Possibly.
Anybody out there who plays Tetris, come see me, man.
Yeah.
Anybody who plays Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Tell you, man. I'm throwing down
see,
Street
come see,
Fighter.
man.
We got
And
it.
me in Dragon Ball too. It's not just
Actually,
nah,
actually,
nah,
some
nah,
Beardy,
as well.
some
Kev's gonna
Beardy,
play Virtual Fighter or
Beardy
something.
plays some Dragon Ball.
Oh,
Beardy plays Dragon Ball.
Nobody
Beardy.
plays Tetris, man.
Beardy will get
Beardy
down.
does.
come
This
see
is
me.
crazy.
Nah, what's good?
I heard his beard turns yellow when he plays Dragon
All right,
Ball. All right,
we-
let's see that happen.
We gotta cut Kev's mic off.
Actually,
like-
the only person
You
that
have a
plays Tetris is Family Juice.
Family Jewels, shout out.
Shout
Challenges, yo, challenge.
Yeah, he's good.
My man over here.
He's good.
Yeah, come on
He's
now.
good.
Al's gonna kick him in the family
He's good.
jewels.
All right, now,
All right, man.
I'm sorry. It's like
And that being said,
hey, please just do
and
the
that
outro.
being
Just do the
said,
outro.
thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everybody. Guys, gals, people.
Yeah, chat
Thank you
was
so
chat was
much.
on fire.
Chat was
was.
that
awesome.
was
woo. See,
You
I'm
guys in the
sweating.
chat, wow, awesome.
Thanks for coming through, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Thanks so much.
This
Thanks
light
so
is
much.
mad hot over here.
We'll be here every week though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
every Wednesday. What time, fellas?
7:30
7:30
p.m. Eastern
Eastern.
time. Eastern time.
Eastern time.
Reggie.
Reggie.
Eastern Standard
We on the
Time.
East Coast, y'all.
Reggie.
We on the East Coast. But for anybody out there who hasn't done so, subscribe to the channel.
Where is it?
Help us out.
No.
Help us out. I don't know what you're doing.
No, it's
over
right,
there.
I'm pointing.
But help us out. Help us out.
Right
Seriously.
there. Right there, guys.
Seriously, man. We're like this close. We're getting close to that 1,000, man.
Yeah, 1,000, man.
We almost
Got-
to that
Close
1,000,
to
man.
that 1,000. It's crazy.
We got
It's
some
a
This is
milestone.
It's our milestone, and you know you can help us out. Show your love.
All you gotta do is
Show
just hit
that
the like.
support.
It's an easy thing. Easy
It's
thing.
happening.
Just click
Hit
that
that
button.
button. Also, follow us on all our social media.
We appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. We do giveaways too. We might even do a giveaway for the 1,000. I don't know.
I will definitely.
Oh, they're definitely
gonna do
We'll
it for
definitely
1,000.
do it.
Oh,
for
yeah.
1,000.
Nah,
yeah.
we're not gonna do that. I'm just
Shut that down mad quick.
no, but yes, Follow us on all the social media. That way you can keep up with all the stuff we up to.
Yep.
Especially with future guests.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of cool guests and stuff that we have on our podcast.
That's right.
Thank y'all for subscribing, y'all. Thank
Even wink wink co-hosts.
Yeah.
Special co-host wink wink.
What's that? That's not winking.
But even look out for the
Wink, wink.
past guests.
No, that was
Twitch-
a Twitch.
that's
That was,
Twitch.
That was a much. Yeah. Well, actually, that does. Yes, it's a Twitch.
Yeah, man, we ain't on Twitch right now. We on YouTube.
No.
Wow.
Well, it
Wow,
has
that
to-
was great.
It
That
has
was
to
great.
do. No, I did that on
That was
purpose.
good.
That has to do with our guests.
All right, yo, look at look at Twitter. You'll find out who our guest is. We get,
It's going down.
I
It's
gave a
not
lot of
happening.
hints right there. All right,
just
Pay attention.
watch our Twitter.
pay attention. Anyway, if you miss this podcast live, don't worry. Don't worry. You can watch us on YouTube. It's going to be broadcast and edited
Exactly.
on YouTube
Yeah, we're gonna edit certain
a
parts
week
out.
A week later. No, it'll be.
Nah,
it'll
it'll
be
probably be all the same.
No, it'll be the same. It'll be the same.
But if y'all hit like here, be sure to hit like on that one.
Yeah.
That's the one that's
exactly,
gonna
exactly.
stay. That's the one that's gonna stay up. This
Yeah.
is just for tonight.
That's the
But
one that counts.
we appreciate all the likes though.
That's the one that counts.
Yes.
And if you don't have time to watch the podcast, you can listen to it on all the podcasting services, man. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, all that good stuff. Anywhere.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
on-
Just
on your way
Google
to
it.
work.
Just be like, "Bloop."
At
That's it.
work, on the way
Anyway.
home, just
Yeah.
have in the background.
Yeah, man. It's
Number-
crazy.
it's number-
Put AirPods in your ears. Don't tell your bosses.
No,
Anyway.
man, we ain't trying to get you
Anyway,
fired.
man, yeah, don't get fired. Don't get fired, yo. I know the economy's rough right now. But don't get fired. But thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
Until next week. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.